take the jail first, we'll have a place to lock up all the others. Then there's Keeler. He took over the bank as soon as the judge was murdered.
But I think that's because when you make tough decisions, you're left to deal with the repercussions.
Right.
Seriously, dear, I've done so many of these shows across the nation, helped so many people, and guided them to my website. And
Look at this.
what is this, a joke program? I mean, what type of a program are you running here?
Here comes the ball.
Go.
Did you hear
that hair.
Be hungry. First on Fox Sports.
New York!
Morning radio personality Bill Keeler is no longer on the air. He was fired yesterday over a contract.
Father O'Shaughnessy?
Yes.
Great Bullwell in Lynchburg, Virginia. How are you?
Good morning. Go to hell!
Free your man.
Hey, Davey, I see we have all new water in the fridge in there. Is this all Boilermaker water you have here? Leftover Boilermaker water?
Yeah, I took like 4 of them.
Okay, all right. Well, it was a long day yesterday, and yesterday was like picture perfect
Yeah, it was very nice.
in terms of weather. Today's going to be another nice one, and then the heat comes in. So we'll have 2 days in the 90s. Tomorrow, mid-90s. It's going to be really warm tomorrow. It's funny when you look at a day like today where it's going to be about 87, and you're like, but tomorrow's going to be warm. There you go. All right, lots to talk about after the 49th running of the Boilermaker Road Race. The crowds were back. The post-race party was huge, as you were saying. You couldn't even. You had a hard time walking through it.
I couldn't believe it. I don't know what was different this year.
The last few years, the numbers have been down, and so you're not going to get the big crowds this year. You think about it, you have 11,000 in the 15K, 5K. You got another 5,000.
4,500, I think they capped
Yeah.
this year.
So basically,
But in years past, that race has been capped. The 15K has been capped at 15,000. They've done that before.
Yeah. I don't know. People seem to stick around.
It's great. I'm glad they came out. I hope everybody had a great time. If you ran, congratulations. If you walked, do better next year.
The Estina did a great job on the national anthem. They did have a big bomber type transport plane fly over. Obviously, they're pretty busy. The Air Force,
Yeah, a little bit.
the Army, the Marines, the Navy. Everybody's pretty darn busy. But what an event, and we'll get into more of that coming up. Jessica Rosenthal, Lindsey Graham did. Am I the only one that when you heard Lindsey Graham died, you
You're going to say
automatically
the exact same
you
thing
thought,
I said.
well, he'd been sick. I mean, I knew something was up.
Well,
I thought it was Mitch McConnell.
Someone said to me, Lindsey Graham died. I said, no, Mitch McConnell, you mean?
Yeah.
They said, no, Lindsey
know.
Graham died. I said, are you sure? I think you mean Mitch McConnell. And I looked it up. I couldn't believe it.
I know. It was Lindsey Graham. And apparently he had some sort of a heart defect or something, a tear.
Artery, yeah.
And it was one of those things where even with a call to 911, it was going to be difficult for them to repair it and keep him alive, and he passed away. And he was apparently just in Ukraine, meeting with Zelensky, and had just talked to the president and was planning a meeting yesterday with the president, or today, one or the other. And this happened. So just crazy. And a World Cup update.
Are there conspiracy theories, by the way?
Oh, yeah, it's already out there. World Cup update. The quarterfinals are done, and we'll get into the latest with Jonathan Savage on all of that. Hobica's free money question of the day this morning. And we have, now we're heading into the rest of the summer. Boilermaker hits, and now it's the rest of the summer. Honor America. This is it this weekend? No. The World Series of Botch is this weekend. And then you'll have Honor America coming up. the National Baseball Hall of Fame induction ceremonies are around the corner, and some hot weather. How about that forecast that these big-time meteorologists said upstate New York will be colder and wetter in July and August. And so far, we've had nothing but, we've had a couple of cool days, but otherwise, heat. It'll be 95 here tomorrow, which is somewhat abnormal. As we mentioned, just shocking news that Lindsey Graham has passed away at the age of 71. A brief and sudden illness, we're told. Jessica Rosenthal from Fox News Radio with an update now. Jessica, what do we know today going into the week?
Yeah, the medical examiner from Washington, D.C. released preliminary findings Sunday, finding that Graham suffered an aortic dissection due to an arteriosclerotic cardiovascular disease. It's kind of brought on by the same scenario as a heart attack. It can be a narrowing of the arteries and a clog, but it's not the same thing as a heart attack. An aortic dissection is a tear in the aorta, that's apparently what it's not as. It's actually considered a little bit rare.
Yeah.
These sort of dissection events. So. He had just landed back in Washington, D.C. after a trip in Ukraine, where he'd been meeting with several officials. He visited a drone factory. President Trump said that, President Trump called in the Sunday shows and said that he had spoken to Graham upon landing, and he sounded tired, but he seemed like ready and raring to go, talking about the Save America Act and all different kinds of things. So at this point, what will happen is, we don't have details yet on a funeral, like if Lindsey Graham will lie in state in the Senate. But there's a whole, obviously, process now to replace him. And Governor McMaster in South Carolina will appoint somebody to fill the role. But that will happen, whoever fills that role will serve out the remainder of Graham's term, which is really just a few more months, to be honest. And then he had won his primary, though, in June, so there's going to be a special election now. I think August 11th is the date I'm hearing the most to hold a primary for his replacement.
Yeah, wow. It's funny. So many people, and we were just talking about this, when they heard that he had died, so many people were like, no, you're thinking Mitch McConnell died.
Right.
Yeah. And no.
Well, and this did, to your point, this prompted, I can't say this is what prompted him to do it, but Senator Mitch McConnell released a lengthy statement about his own health condition and why he's been absent from the Senate floor. He said that he had a fall. He wrote in the statement, "Surviving childhood polio meant spending my entire life with mobility challenges. This hasn't gotten exactly easier to manage with age, and last month I took a fall which landed me in the hospital." He says he's now moved from hospital care to a rehabilitation center, and he's doing PT, and he says he's doing all the things his doctors have told him to do, but that there's no real understanding of why he fell this latest time, and also reveals in this statement that he won't be able to return to the Senate floor quite yet, but insists he's working. He's still working, but obviously Lindsey Graham passing, Senator McConnell not being there, this complicates Senate business and votes. I mean, we're going to hear from President Trump's pick to be Attorney General, Todd Blanche, this week. The confirmation process for him was already a stretch. So this complicates a lot.
All right, interesting, shocking news. Nobody expected to hear. Jessica Rosenthal, as always, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Well, I'm excited to go home for this afternoon here to sit down and start looking at the conspiracies that are going to come out.
There's a lot. In fact, it doesn't help when, and maybe this is just customary, but it was announced that the FBI was immediately investigating. But it doesn't seem as if this has any cloud over it that would, as far as right now, who knows? It doesn't seem that there's any cloud here. Of course, you right now have Iran, that is, and when it comes to the Iranians, certainly Lindsey Graham was a hawk. and was in all the way with President Trump on going in and basically toppling Iran. So that conspiracy is out there, but it just seems like this was a rare condition, and it killed him.
Yeah, it could be, but the nature of everything. I don't know if it's this world or this country. Somebody's going to have a side theory that in points might make sense.
Yeah.
There might be, that kind of lines up, but 4 of the 5 other points are kind of off the wall. But that doesn't, we still do this. I think there's more people now in this country who believe in flat Earth than there was 10 years ago. And there's more people now in this country who believe
it's weird.
Wild conspiracies.
Yeah.
That, for instance, that there was a body double for Joe Biden. It's amazing some of the conspiracies.
Well, couldn't they have found one that would be a little more mobile?
Well, there's one video of Biden and Jill Biden walking along the White House on kind of, I guess for lack of a better term, a porch there.
Yeah.
And he looks taller than he typically did, and he appears actually in the image to be several inches taller than Jill, and everyone says no, he was never that tall. It's got to be a body double. The whole thing with
body double thing is so ridiculous.
Jim Carrey, that they believe that there's a body double of Jim Carrey, that he's dead, and
it's not a body double. He's had face work and all sorts of plastic
Bill,
surgery.
you believe what you want to believe.
It's crazy.
Like most people.
Mike this morning says, nice performance at the Boilermaker. I sang with Showtime and did taking care of business.
Nice job.
But there was this kid that started dancing all crazy and I thought he was with Showtime, and Showtime thought he was with me, and there you go. We have no idea who he was.
What do you mean crazy dancing?
I'll show you a video. I'll show you a video in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, dancing all crazy dancing.
Okay.
Anyway, crazy. We're going to try to find out who he was. Maybe somebody knows. And Mike, is Jessica? Is this Jessica? Her voice sounds different. Also, I was surprised to see that Graham had been single his entire life. A lot of people have said that what isn't talked about is that Lindsey Graham may have been of the homosexual persuasion.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I was unaware that he was unmarried and, in fact, single. But didn't he recently, in the last year, go to Disney World? And he was spotted in line at Disney World alone. And he was carrying, was it a sword or a flower? And that was a whole thing that popped up online.
Not sure how real some of these photos are, but he was definitely at Disney. That is true. All right, let's let Manaski pull.
I'll give it to you right here. I quickly Googled here.
Okay, all right.
Was it?
Here we go. Here we go.
Lindsey Graham looks like a full-blown Disney adult on spring break. What was his accessory though?
My wife is a Disney adult. She would go to Disney with or without kids.
Yeah, so he was there solo. That does strike me as odd.
That is odd.
What is it? What is it? Can you see what it is?
Yeah, it's a flower.
A flower. He had a flower. That's what it was. Okay.
Okay, Manasseh's going to climb out of the rabbit hole. This is not easy. It's not easy. Not easy.
Grab my arm.
And give you a little update on news here this morning.
It's cooler down there than it's going to be this week, I'll tell you that.
True.
We have 55 degrees and mostly cloudy skies. It is 6:39. Iran is launching attacks after the latest round of American strikes. Iran's Revolutionary Guards say it launched several attacks against U.S. bases in Gulf countries today, including Kuwait, Bahrain, Jordan, Oman, and Qatar. The two sides have been trading attacks since Iran attacked commercial shipping last week in the Strait of Hormuz, the critical maritime oil trade route. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the U.S. has lost a great senator with the death of South Carolina Republican Lindsey Graham. During an interview with Fox News, Netanyahu called Graham an American patriot and unabashedly for America. In separate posts on X, other top Israeli officials also paid tribute to Graham. He called him one of Israel's strongest supporters. The South Carolina Republican was an ally of Israel and died unexpectedly Saturday. He was 71. Maine Democrats have a plan to replace Graham Plattner in the race for the U.S. Senate. Plattner ended his campaign Friday, days after denying allegations of sexually assaulting a former girlfriend. Democrats will hold nominating contests on July 25th, or a nominating contest, with over 600 delegates coming together to decide a replacement candidate. Charlie Kirk's accused killer will return to court on September 1st. A Utah judge set the date as a week-long evidentiary hearing in the case, wrapping up Friday. The judge will decide if Tyler Robinson will stand trial for the conservative commentator's shooting death on a Utah college campus last year. World Cup semifinals kick off tomorrow. France and Spain kick off from Arlington on Tuesday, a 3 o'clock Eastern start. And Lionel Messi and Argentina continue their World Cup title defense against England. That game will be played in Atlanta on Wednesday, also a 3 p.m. Eastern start. And President Trump is inviting several IndyCar drivers to the White House today ahead of the upcoming Freedom 250 Grand Prix, the big race scheduled for next month in the nation's capital. Here's your Weather Center forecast.
All right, this beautiful run will continue. How about numbers in the 40s yesterday morning? Now, we're not quite there this morning, even in the northern Adirondacks, but the sky's clear, and it's actually very nice this afternoon, sunny, and nice is a good word for it. Upper 80s, tonight mainly clear, mid-60s, and here comes the heat tomorrow. Sunny near 95 with a gusty breeze. Wednesday, sunshine 90. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Clouds 55 degrees. Bill, it is 6:42.
All right, lots to get to. And who was Pinky? This pink kid, all dressed in pink, dancing like a nutcake on stage at the Boilermaker. I have a feeling he was doing some sort of like an online YouTube or TikTok thing.
Oh, okay.
Where he kind of was snuck onto the stage and did his, and of course it would happen while I'm up there. And at one point, put the mic for him to sing, and he sang a line. I'm thinking he was with the band. I had no idea. I'm like, who is this guy? And after the band is like, we don't know. We thought he was with you. Hold on tight. It's, what are we at? 6:43.
We're your neighbors, friends, and your family. We care about our community, your business, and most important, you.
We support charities like the United Way, McMahon Ryan Child Advocacy Center, who are the members of IBW Local 43 and NECA Contractors. You don't just see our work, you live it. From the JMA Wireless Dome, hospitals, schools, and city buildings, the IBEW is part of the community.
Central New York's future is bright, and the IBEW Local 43 and NECA will continue to help light, power, and grow Central New York.
Little Falls Lumber has everything you need for home improvement season. They're fully stocked with secondary grade metal in all colors. Available in 12-foot lengths and affordable solutions for sheds, garages, and roof repairs. Tired of digging through warped boards at the big box stores? At Little Falls Lumber, you'll find only premium grade lumber, hand-selected for quality. They also carry roofing, siding, windows, doors, and much more. Visit Little Falls Lumber in Little Falls and Syracuse. Call 315-823-2470 or go to littlefallslumber.com.
Cortland and surrounding areas, the summer sale is on at upstate New York's largest specialty bedding retailer, Mattress Express. Right now, get a king for the price of a queen for the price of a full, and a full for the price of a twin. What a great deal, folks. If that weren't enough, buy any king or queen set in the store except Tempur-Pedic and get upgraded to an adjustable base for free. Now remember, if you see any mattress advertised locally on a brand we carry, we will beat the price, folks. Bring it in. We're happy to take them on. Take up to 5 years to pay with no money down for qualified buyers. Every day, no credit check payment plans. On select massage chairs, get a $500 prepaid Visa card. In Cortland on Route 281 next to Royal Chevrolet. We're in Auburn, Ithaca, and Canandaigua and across upstate New York. Go to mattressexpressny.com or call 1-800-NEW-BEDS.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Lots of places can expose you to identity theft.
Oh no.
That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity, which is way more than anyone can do on their own. If we find anything suspicious, like new loans or changes to your financial accounts, we alert you right away, all through text, phone, email, or the LifeLock app. Get the alerts that could make all the difference. Save up to 30% with promo code NEWS at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
Let's get a quick update on the World Cup, where we are. On the line right now is Jonathan Savage from Fox News Radio. Jonathan, good morning. It's the World Cup quarterfinals now.
Quarterfinals are done now. We've had 100
That's right,
games.
Semifinals.
There are 4 games left, and there are 4 teams left. And for the first time in World Cup history, the last 4 teams are the teams ranked 1 to 4 in the world. So arguably, this 2026 World Cup has ended up with the best 4 nations in world soccer battling it out for the trophy. And the last the two semi-finals are England against Argentina. That's taking place in Atlanta on Wednesday afternoon, and Spain against France. That's taking place in Dallas tomorrow afternoon. So now we have some of the biggest names in the game. We have the best teams arguably in the game, and 2 mouth-watering semi-finals ahead.
And the championship will be held, is it Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday in New Jersey. Okay. Yes, that's the game. Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. local time in New Jersey.
So you have you have 2 really big. It's funny, we see this that happens in like the NCAA basketball tournament here, where everybody is ranked and seeded, and at the end you end up with like 1, 2, and 3 seeds all in the in the semifinals. That happens often, but also you oftentimes get somebody that is that's more of a long shot that gets in. Not this time, though.
This is the first time in the World Cup that you've had 1, 2, and 3, and 4 reach the finals, and it's really the first time that the top 4 have been kind of kept apart to this stage.
Yeah.
FIFA decided to keep them apart, and it's kind of worked out for them if they wanted this to be their lineup. But normally we do get underdogs getting through to the later stages. Morocco, notably in 2022, shocked the world by beating Spain and Portugal on their way to the semi-finals. But this time, it's just the big names left, so it makes it even less predictable.
Cully.
Hello, sir. Steve Cully, best podcast host in the universe.
Just ask your question,
wanted
please.
to ask the Spain-Belgium game. Do you think the Spanish midfield has enough acumen to stay with Belgium and come out with victorious?
I mean, the Spain-France game.
Spain-France.
Yes, because beat Belgium in the last game. Look, I don't think you can accuse any team with Rodri in the midfield of lacking acumen. He's a former Ballon d'Or winner, world's best player winner. He's perhaps been under the radar a bit recently, but he absolutely dominated the game and was one of the main reasons why Spain were able to beat Belgium. Spain have relied on very late goals to win their last 2 games against in the last 15 of the quarterfinals against Belgium and Portugal. Mikel Merino coming off the bench to score in both of those. I think that maybe overall Spain just don't have quite as much explosiveness and solidity as France do. But Rodri can't do it all on his own.
When it comes to this, and if FIFA is looking for the best 4 teams in the semifinals, for when it comes to, a lot of times we look at it as ratings, which will be the most watched. Did it work out that way for FIFA?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about the countries with the biggest populations, perhaps that would be one way of looking at it. But there's no doubt if the United States got to the semi-finals, then that would be incredible box office, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
but without them, if you look at the stars on show, you've got Lionel Messi in the semi-finals. That's always something that people want to watch. France with Kylian Mbappe, he is a star that people will pay money to see. He's box office. And then I think the rising star of the tournament, Jude Bellingham of England, he can win games on his own. So yeah, I think FIFA will be very pleased that these are the 4 teams in the semi-finals because people will tune in to watch them.
And then I just with some old-fashioned rivalries. So England is in the semifinals. Let's say they make it to the finals. Does Ireland root for England? Does Scotland root for England?
Some people will, but I would say probably not most.
Probably not.
Scotland fans support 2 teams, Scotland and whoever England is playing. That's generally how it works.
That is.
Even to the extent that a lot of Scotland fans will be supporting Argentina on Wednesday, despite the fact that the England-Argentina match, these games are always overshadowed by the Falklands War from the early 80s. And the Argentinians are absolutely, that's in their minds when they play it.
Very, very interesting. Jonathan, as always, we appreciate the update. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Jonathan Savage with Fox News Radio. It's kind of like us. It's like, listen, I'm rooting for anybody that can beat the blank, the Eagles, or anybody that can beat the Red Sox
Chiefs,
or the Yankees or whatever. There you go. So this is going to be big.
Yeah, it's as he said, the top teams. It's interesting. The only one, and I forget, I think he was from Norway, the Holland guy, Haaland. He's like a really tall white guy. It's all shaved in the back, but he's got a giant ponytail, even though the back of his head is all shaved. He became, and I think polling showed, he became like one of the biggest stars. He was a star entering the tournament, but he became one of the biggest stars. He had a multi-goal game, and he was really the heart and soul of that team from, was it Norway? Is it Norway or... It's from Norway. His last name is Holland.
Do you see how Jonathan is like, Spain are ready for the finals? I don't have a problem with that because that is their version of the English language, which really came before an Americanized version of the English language. What I have a problem with is Americans now, when they're talking about soccer, they switch to that plural possession, if that's what it's called, and it just sounds stupid when they do it.
To us, it does.
Yeah,
sounds normal to them.
No, they're Americans. That's my point. For them, I have no problem with it. But when you get an American trying to copy what they're doing, and all of a sudden says Spain are, and I'm like, listen, you're American. That's not how we do it. Speak American, you piece of garbage. I get very upset about these things. Today is National Pork and Beans Day.
Oh, wow. Boy, everything gets a day, huh?
Mm-hmm. It does. And did anybody see the video of the grandfather that was with, I think, some younger teen, and they were taking a picture of bison at the Yellowstone National Park, and the bison took one look at the grandfather and started chasing him. He's now running around these trees, and the bison is coming around the trees, so he thought he could get away. The guy ends up getting nailed by the bison's horn, and it threw him like 15, 20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
This huge guy. And
an older guy.
And an older guy. He was not
a grandfather.
He was not he was a grandfather. His name is Mike McLeod. Here is audio.
Everyone's bison! Look out, bison! As soon as the bison stood up, the grandfather's like, no, we're out of here. For whatever reason, the bison, who was still like 50 to 100 feet away, just charged them. The grandfather eventually got hooked, got tossed into the air. They were doing the right thing. They just bad luck. When he was down on the ground, after things were settling down a little bit, I said, hey, as a former U.S. Army paratrooper, I give that landing a 9.5 out of 10. And he's like, well, if you just caught me 5 years ago, I could have done better. So he was jovial, trying to make light of his pain, but he was obviously in a lot of pain.
He has several breaks in his leg. After the incident, he is undergoing surgery and is expected to recover. How is it that horn from the bison didn't pierce him? Because that certainly could have happened.
Yeah, I think he's lucky that didn't happen, and he got flipped so high in the air.
Oh, he went
incredible.
high. Yeah, went very, very high.
But how scary is that? Can you imagine? I mean, we're not.
The
you're not a
bison
grandfather, and I'm not either. But I couldn't imagine getting chased by a bison. I actually thought. My first thought before I saw him get flipped, and I felt bad after that, was, wow, for a guy who looks to be that age, he's moving well, running around these trees, getting chased by a bison.
He was moving around pretty well, but not well enough.
No.
And I'm thinking, I don't know how you handle these, but I'm watching. I'm like, what would I have done? And I think I would have found a bigger tree. But there were a couple that were larger. He was hiding behind these little twig trees, and I mean, where are you going with that? It looked like he was in big trouble, and it went from the bison just laying there while he's taking pictures to got up and started charging. And luckily, there was a woman in the background to yell that there was a bison. Look out, bison! Did you hear her? She's let me let you hear her again.
There's a bison! Look out, bison!
Yeah, she was there to let him know. And he's like, I know, I'm trying to get out of the way.
Oh,
hide behind the tree, not that one. Ooh.
I do appreciate the person who recorded it, though. It was a good thing.
Well, the guy who was recording it is the former paratrooper. And
was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he drops the minute the guy gets thrown into the air and comes down and hits the ground. He stopped videotaping. He kept the videotape going with his camera right up until he hits the ground, drops that, and then runs to help the guy. So at least he went to help the guy. Some of these situations, you don't see that at all, right? They're just out there for whatever. And Sacha Baron Cohen has a new Ali G movie coming out. And in fact, many people watching Wimbledon over the weekend were surprised, and they posted to see Sacha Baron Cohen not dressed as Sacha Baron Cohen, but dressed as Ali G, and doing a promo for his upcoming movie.
I was here at the men's singles in Wimbledon. Despite its name ain't a party for gaylords, it's like the World Cup, something called tennis, which is like a crap version of ping pong. Them say that tennis is better played on grass, which is why I intend...
Well, there it is. That's the promo for his upcoming movie. News coming up.
This is Dan from Acme Pool and Spa on Commercial Drive in New Hartford, across from Texas Roadhouse. Get years of summer fun for you and your family with a new above-ground pool starting at just $89.99 installed. You can take advantage of our 0% in-house financing. We can have your new pool installed in about 10 days. Don't let the summer pass you by. If an in-ground pool is your dream, the experts at Acme will guide you through the process. There's nothing better than enjoying summer in your backyard with an in-ground pool. Don't miss out on our midsummer sale with above-ground pools starting at $89.99 installed within about 10 days with our in-house 0% financing. Or let the experts at Acme guide you through selecting a custom in-ground pool, choosing from steel or fiberglass options. That's Acme Pool and Spa on Commercial Drive in New Hartford, and our midsummer pool sale going on now. We do the work, you just enjoy.
You know, for most of us, when it comes to health, wellness, fitness, nutrition, longevity, if you have fatigue, bloating, brain fog, well, it's not just about getting older. You know what? They can be messages that your body is sending you. That's where Viome comes in. It is a simple, at-home gut health test that uses advanced RNA technology to understand how your body is really functioning. Go to Viome.com/Hannity. That's VIOME.com/Hannity. And if you use the promo code Hannity50, you get $50 off.
In person, online, or anywhere in between, AmeriQ connects you with the right solutions to help you succeed. Technology to make banking even easier, and the people you need to achieve financial success. Open an account today at AmeriQ.org.
River Hills Properties continues to invest in upstate New York, here and down in Sarasota, Florida. Call River Hills Properties today at 315-896-1009.
WIBX Utica Road, W295 Utica. From the WB Payne Insurance Studio, your news talk leader since 1925. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now the latest from Fox News.
Paying tribute to Lindsey Graham.
I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Trump will do that next hour on Fox and Friends on TV. Congresswoman Sherry Biggs, a Republican, tells Fox.
Senator Graham exemplifies what a servant member does, and I'm very proud to have known him. I'm honored to hold the seat that Senator Graham held.
The 71-year-old Republican died Saturday night after emergency crews responded to a report of chest pains at Graham's home in Washington. Fox's Jonathan Serrier reports from the late senator's hometown, Central South Carolina.
There was this history of heart disease in the family, and at least based on the preliminary findings from the medical examiner, it appears that Lindsey Graham succumbed to heart disease, that aortic dissection or tear in his aorta.
South Carolina Republican Governor Henry McMaster will appoint a replacement senator to serve out Graham's term till January. On August 11th, there will be a special primary election to find a new Republican nominee for the November election. Now an update on another senator who's been absent but vows to finish out his term till January after rehab.
Mitch McConnell is breaking his silence about his health. The Kentucky Republican releasing a statement saying he fell at his home in Washington a few weeks ago and then later developed a mild case of pneumonia. He was also briefly knocked unconscious. Rumors have been swirling about his condition, doctors confirming he did not break any bones or suffer any other serious medical issues.
As Fox's Marianne Rafferty, the U.S. and Iran keep battling again after a third wave of American military attacks trying to keep the Strait of Hormuz open.
Iran once again firing on its neighbors. Jordan, Oman, Bahrain, and Kuwait all took fire. The Kuwait is saying that border crossings, even an oil rig were hit out there. This follows another round of U.S. strikes. The U.S. says everything from missile launching sites to maritime locations that Iran was using to menace shipping in the Strait were hit.
That's Fox's Mike Tobin in Tel Aviv. America's listening to Fox News.
We wouldn't be celebrating America 250 if it wasn't for a strong foundation set by the framers. Hamilton built America's financial foundation on sound money, later embodied by the gold standard. But we abandoned that discipline in 1971 and have seen inflation erode the dollar's value. What's the foundation of your saving? Is it gold or something that can be devalued? Hi, it's Dr. Ron Paul, and I encourage you to speak with my friends at Birch Gold Group about diversifying an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold. Learn more by requesting a free info kit on gold IRAs. Just text the word SHELTER to the number 989898. Let Birch Gold help you build your foundation with gold. Text the word SHELTER to the number 989898. Text SHELTER to 989898.
There are tributes to late Senator Lindsey Graham around the world.
He was known for his staunch support for Ukraine in its war with Russia. Senator Graham described by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as a true defender of freedom and the values that make our world safer. The two men met just days before the South Carolina Republican's sudden passing. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel has lost one of its greatest friends. According to Axios, Senator Graham had been working on a new push for normalizing relations between Israel and Saudi Arabia. Taiwanese President Lai Ching-te said he was saddened, adding that Senator Graham was a true friend of Taiwan. In London, Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
An actor is also being mourned. Sam Neill. He was in dozens of movies and TV shows, best known for his role in the Jurassic Park films. Sam Neill died at the age of 78. It's going to be another scorching hot day for millions of Americans out west and up north.
Montana, Wyoming, over to Wisconsin. We have this massive heat dome that's in place. Yesterday, you reached 115 degrees in Miles City.
Fox weather meteorologist Craig Herrera, that beat the old high by 7 degrees. Hit 109 in Salt Lake City, the hottest day ever recorded there. On Wall Street, stock futures are down this morning, barely for the Dow, more than 200 points, though, for the NASDAQ. A repeat winner at Wimbledon.
The top-ranked men's tennis player in the world is now a 5-time Grand Slam champion, as Jannik Sinner beat second-seeded Alexander Zverev 3-1, defending his Wimbledon singles title.
You can feel the nerves in the Sunday morning when you wake up. You know that you never know how many times you can come back on Sunday, so I never take things for granted.
Sinner courtesy of Wimbledon. The 24-year-old Italian has now won 5 of the last 11 Grand Slam tournaments. Greg Thompson, Fox News.
It's the All-Star break in baseball. The game's tomorrow. The home run derby's tonight. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Some sunshine, 58 degrees. Good morning. I'm Jeff Manaski, WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM News Time is 7:05. This news update is brought to you by Destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville. Another Boilermaker in the books. It was Boilermaker 49. Alex Matata of Kenya, who currently resides in Tampa, Florida, pulled ahead of the pack and finished with a time of 42 minutes and 24 seconds, nearly 30 seconds faster than the runner-up, Kiprono Sitruk of Kenya. On the women's side, a couple of records fell yesterday as well, with a time of 47 minutes and 29 seconds. Sigi Gembrasalama of Ethiopia won the women's open division. She broke the previous record held by Edna Kiplagat back in 2023. And in the women's masters division, Prishka Chirono of Kenya won the masters division, beating the old record by almost a full minute. 48:15 was her time. Edna Kiplagat also held that record with a time of 49 minutes and 11 seconds. Canadian Josh Cassidy won for the second year in a row in the wheelchair division. We'll talk more about the Boilermaker, of course, the wrap-up press conference coming up later this morning at 10 o'clock. But there was, of course, the huge Saranac post-race party that followed. Congratulations if you participated in any of the events and completed. Oneida County Executive Anthony Picenti announcing the Youth Bureau is accepting 2027 grant applications for high-quality youth programs. He says the Youth Bureau has the responsibility to allocate funding from the State Office of Children and Family Services in ways that will best meet the needs that have been identified locally. The annual opportunity allows agencies in the cities, towns, and villages of Oneida County to seek funding for new programs and allows those who have been running successful programs to continue their work. There are 4 funding categories available: youth development, runaway and homeless youth, youth sports and education, and youth team sports. More information at ocgov.net. One woman facing charges after New Hartford police investigated violations of an order of protection. New Hartford police say they arrested 54-year-old Stacy Snell following a multi-week investigation of repeated violations of an Oneida County Family Court order of protection. Some of these violations involve the protected party being contacted by telephone and voicemail despite the order of protection. Snell now faces 4 felony counts of criminal contempt in the first degree and a misdemeanor charge of criminal contempt in the second degree. Right now, we have some sunshine and 58 degrees. It is 7:08. Here's your Weather Center forecast.
All right, this beautiful run will continue. How about numbers in the 40s yesterday morning? Now, we're not quite there this morning, even in the northern Adirondacks, but the sky's clear, and it's actually very nice this afternoon, sunny, and nice is a good word for it. Upper 80s. Tonight, mainly clear, mid-60s. And here comes the heat tomorrow. Sunny near 95 with a gusty breeze. Wednesday, sunshine 90. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Again, some sunshine and 58 at 7:09. From the IBEW Local 43 Sports Desk, the Yankees swept the Nationals Sunday's final 5-3. It's now 4 straight victories for the Yankees after they dropped 11 out of 13. Ben Rice yesterday, a clutch 2-run triple in the top of the 8th inning. As I say, the Yankees have won 4 straight. They host the Dodgers when they return from the All-Star break coming up on Friday. The Mets kicked one away yesterday. Francisco Lindor at the plate, 2 for 4, a solo home run, and a couple of RBIs. However, in the 9th inning with the Mets up 2-0, he booted a potential game-ending double play ball. That was all the room the Red Sox needed. They came back to tie it at 2-9 and then won 3-2 in 10 innings. Anthony Siegler drove in the go-ahead run with a sac fly in the top of the 10th. When the Mets return, they will play the Philadelphia Phillies on Thursday, but the Mets were swept entering the break by a team that is struggling right now, the Boston Red Sox. The City of Brotherly Love will be a launching pad tonight. The Major League Baseball All-Star break kicks off with the Home Run Derby. Among the big names, Kyle Schwarber, his fellow Phillies teammate, will try to feed the home crowd with Bryce Harper participating as well. Cardinals star Jordan Walker will be in it, along with Yankee Ben Rice. So it should be an entertaining one tonight. Smitty says it's on Netflix. The Home Run Derby tonight.
How do they, and it's only Netflix. You won't have a secondary place you're going to be able to see it. Do you want to answer that? You look like you do.
Keep boxing the fans out. I think it's a great idea.
Netflix is paid significantly for more live sports.
Right. But a lot of times they'll do like Amazon Prime. But you can also see it on ABC. There'll be none of that.
No.
Okay.
And that's not true. The football games on Amazon Prime are exclusively on Amazon.
Okay. All right. There are times, though, where, well, maybe it's just ESPN. ESPN is owned by ABC, owned by Disney. Okay.
Let's see. At the World Cup, France and Spain will battle tomorrow at 3 o'clock in one of the semifinals. And then England and Argentina play Wednesday, also a 3 o'clock start. Both those games are on Fox. The semifinal losers will play on Saturday for third place. And your FIFA World Cup Championship is set for Sunday. Go ahead, I think.
The UFC event. Did you guys happen to see that?
Conor McGregor.
Oh, my God. What a disaster.
What a disappointment. You know, we talked about this before. You know, Mike Tyson would disappoint people, frustrate people. You'd pay $49.99 for a pay-per-view, and you'd watch him knock a guy out in 26 seconds. And you go, I paid all that money for that?
Yeah. Was this a pay-per-view?
No, there's no more pay-per-views. It's Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Well, you got a subscription,
pay.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, a subscription.
And I'll tell you a little something what's going on with all of that, but go ahead.
Well, McGregor came out and tried a spinning, lunging kick and went to the ground.
It looked
and
like
then
a crane kick, didn't it?
Yeah, and then he tried another kick and it didn't work, and then he stood up and his knee kind of buckled. They think he tore an ACL, an MCL or something. I mean, the fight lasted, a minute? Not even?
Not even.
And there were hardly any punches thrown. There were a couple of missed kicks, obviously, but they called the fight because he tore a ligament of some kind. So
that was just a major disappointment.
Did you see it?
I didn't. I saw it, and I didn't see it live.
When he walked out, it looked like something was wrong with him. And then when he took his shoes off, he was stumbling a little bit. That's when it looked strange.
So you think he was injured before he even came out?
I think he was, and the reason because Dana White
make his money.
Well, they set a record gate.
Yeah,
the tickets, it was like 26.
So by actually fighting for a short period, and then they now everybody gets paid.
I don't think they'll hold his purse. No, I think he will get paid.
Yeah, so it's just disappointing, and I thought it was very ironic as well because he was a part of, I don't know if it was DraftKings or what it was, but there was a lot of commercials. They kept coming up on my YouTube stream. Of course, I watch our show here in the morning, but it was essentially him on a couch with a fat suit on. He's going, oh, you doubt me, huh? I'm going to fight, and you keep betting against me. And sure enough, he came out. He hadn't fought in 5 years, I think.
That's unbelievable when you think about this.
And
Here you have the actual contender out there trying to lure people's bets over to him for the betting world and the industry. I mean, that to me is, boy, you got to wonder about this stuff.
Well, he was a heavy underdog, too.
Yeah. Well, again, he hasn't fought in 5 years.
And he was allowed to use PEDs.
I didn't know that.
Yes, he was granted. Well, he wasn't granted.
Like growth hormones.
He took steroids. And he took growth hormone because allegedly he said it was to help the bone heal.
Yeah.
Which is not true.
Okay. Well, listen, let me complain about this. And I know that Paramount Plus and Amazon Prime and all of these services, Disney, is it Disney Plus?
Disney Plus.
They all don't want you sharing your password.
Right.
Okay. But when we travel or you go somewhere, you want to be able to log in on your computer. And I have been having the most. I feel like I'm pretty savvy when it comes to computers, and I have gone. Yes, maybe I'm trying to get the password for one of my kids because they want to watch something, and they're out of town. Okay, I get it. However, you cannot. It is so difficult to find your password. And part of the problem is when you if you have Apple TV or if you have Roku, you can subscribe from the device. So you can be sitting there and it'll say subscribe now, and you're waiting to watch something, so you follow through on it. The passwords are hidden. It is very difficult, and I'm looking it up. So now I'm angry because I can't find it. It's been over 20 minutes. So now I'm trying to find a way to have it a ChatGPT walk me through it. And when you get in there, the password is not visible. And they're trying to do all sorts of other things like your thumbprint or whatever, depending on if you have an iPhone or whatever. So all of this prevents you from not only sharing your password and your account, but also if you're traveling and you want to watch Paramount Plus or something to see a game, you can't log in because you can't find the password. Now, you can change your password, but it changes the password on all of your devices to get in. It's just a pain in the
So do you?
And I have a password app that automatically grabs all the passwords.
Yeah.
Now this is supposed to get better in the fall with the Apple update, but right now it is not good.
So do you have a situation where it auto generates a password for you? Is that why?
It will, yes.
Well, when you log in, when you subscribe while you're on through the TV, through Roku or Apple TV, you don't select a password. In fact, I don't even know that they use a password. I don't know how they do it. They just know that if you're logged into Apple TV, then you are legitimately the person.
Okay.
So you can't get a password. It is very, very difficult. Now, I could go in and reset everything, which I did for my daughter. This big show she had to see. But it screws up everything else. Now I got to go put passwords in everything.
If you subscribe through Roku, it subscribes automatically without a password. And
then good luck trying to cancel.
Oh.
So now you want to cancel the subscription. You're running around. Did I subscribe? This is becoming a real problem. Did I subscribe to this? So at one point, it looked like I had 2 Disney Plus subscriptions. And I did, because if you look at the profile, they allow you to do profiles. And my wife did one and then did another. I have 2, one in the house, one on the other TV. And I'm trying to get it on the computer, could not do it. Now I'm wondering, am I being charged whatever that fee is twice? Because it looks like we have 2 accounts. It is getting very difficult to follow. And when you want to cancel one, they want, all of this verification. And if you don't have the original password, they're not going to let you cancel. Now, if you're built into your computer and it shows you that where you subscribed, the one subscriptions or the few subscriptions that are actually logged into your computer, you can just hit cancel and it'll cancel it for you. Where the problem comes in is when it doesn't have it and you're wondering, did I do this on Apple TV? Did I do it on my phone? Did I do it on the computer? Why isn't it all coming to the one place where it's supposed to come and it isn't? I'm not. It's getting very. And how many people are just saying screw it, and they're paying that fee even though they might not be watching it.
Yeah, that's
happens
true.
a lot.
I hate to say this, but I don't know. Was it 8-10 years ago?
Oh, they'll lure you in and say you can cancel any time, but maybe you're subscribing to like a video game. You've subscribed to the video game. You can cancel any time, but the biggest video game of all is trying to figure out where to unsubscribe. And you'll spend a lot of time trying to figure it out. Right?
It's Zelda all over again.
It's unbelievable.
I'm searching. I'm looking. Look, I said this a long time ago. Nobody was happy with what they were paying for Spectrum, but this frustration, wouldn't it be easy to have one bill, no password? You just pay your fee and you watch whatever you want. Everything's available.
If only they had something like that. It almost makes Spectrum look okay, right?
It does.
Yeah. Here is Rubitsky. Rubitsky on the Boilermaker live. Good morning, Stefan.
Taking care of business, working every day. Very good job, Bill, on the song.
Thank you, Stefan. Thank you. You sounded just like me there.
He did.
Yeah.
Now, and also, guys, very good coverage with the Boilermaker again this year.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought John Pederesi and Ron Donnelly both did a really good job. I was able to throw it to them. And Pederesi is like an encyclopedia.
He really is.
And especially, in sports in general, you think he's an encyclopedia? You ought to see, he has a whole volume of encyclopedias when it comes to fishing. He's a big fisherman. Yeah, he used to do that column in the OD. But his knowledge of Boilermaker history and trivia and all of that, it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7
years.
Right.
Excellent.
And great job to Davey keeping things going on air back at the station, and to Jeff at the finish line. Good job. And let's get excited for next year, the 50th Boilermaker.
50 years, yeah. And Stephen, Davey didn't give you a ride home. You were throwing some hints, but you found me. And we got you home. So
thank you.
Yeah, I got to tell you, that BJ's. If you have a BJ's card, you can really get a great price on gas. We were in the $3 range. It was like $3.80 something or something to get gas yesterday. Pretty good.
Yeah,
considering what you'll pay elsewhere. Okay, Stefan, thanks, man, and we appreciate it.
And enjoy the day, and have a great summer day.
Okay, thanks, Stephen. You do the same.
I'll just mention quickly, we talk about gas prices. I've seen everything from currently, like over the weekend, $4.42 to like $4.03. I mean, that's a wide range.
Well, and you're going to see it go up now.
I know.
Now we're in a full-blown war once again with Iran, and it's going up. And I did have EZ the other day. Where is he here? We are still further ahead as we're criticizing or complaining about the fact that we're now still at war. EZ says we're still further ahead than we were with the last administration. Okay, let's just go through that. Well, let's go through it. Well, your gas prices are $1 to $2,
$1.50 higher than they were.
Mm-hmm. Everything else is either just as expensive or more expensive. We are now, the Strait of Hormuz is closed. We are utilizing military resources like we haven't in years, and we have lost over 10 U.S. servicemen and women. And do I need to go on? We are not better off than we were.
We have electric cars.
Thank you. This was supposed to be a 2 week and done.
2 weeks. That's all.
And I'm sorry if you easy. After the Boilermaker, we went over to One Jenny to grab a quick bite to eat. And there was a woman sitting next to me, and she learned that she was from Chicago, and she learned that I was on the radio, so she began quizzing me about everything. And then she said, what side are you on? And I'm like, well, I try to call it the way I see it, no matter what. I think, Biden was ridiculous, and I think Trump has his own ridiculousness. So you're a liberal. I was like, you have TDS. Now, meanwhile, I'm like, 3 more vodkas, please, because I don't think I can get through with this woman. Anyway, so you have TDS. You know what TDS is? And I'm like, no, I don't know. You don't know what TDS is? And I'm like, yes, I do. It's people like you who are delusional, so delusional that you can't admit when Trump does something wrong.
Well, has he yet?
Ever? No, that's not what it is. You're a liberal. It's like, oh my God. I just wanted a quick little drink here and a little pizza.
That'll teach you.
I'm starving.
Yeah.
You're a liberal. No. Easy. No. You can't reinvent what is happening. We are worse. We are worse now than we were. There's a reason why Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Obama, Biden, even Trump in the first administration didn't go in and create war, all-out war with Iran, because this was the fear of what could happen.
Yeah.
And we'd be better off whenever their nuclear program is getting to the point where maybe they're getting somewhere, we bomb the hell out of them, and the whole thing goes away after a month.
I thought we already obliterated it.
Or you get
obliteration.
You get Israel to come in and obliterate Iran. We are not better off than we were prior to this war. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and it's not. This is an opinion. It's a fact.
It's the Stagmire, Quagmire, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we're in a bad situation with Iran.
And no way out. And believe me, Trump wants out. He wants out.
Yeah.
No way out. There's no way out. They are controlling whether we get out. And last week when Trump was like, you can get out. We're going to end this whole thing, but you have to publicly announce that the Strait of Hormuz is open and safe for traffic. Well, you knew that wasn't going to happen, and probably they knew too. And ultimately, we lead back to war. And then at one point, the president is saying they lied to us. They told us they didn't have any more missiles left. They lied to us. Well, of course they did. And you knew they had more. You know they're being fed by the North Koreans and the Russians. I mean, this is all this is all stuff that's very, very visible, it seems. You don't have to be a military strategist to figure it out.
You know, and one thing you didn't mention on there, and one of the things that I liked about Trump's presentation when he was running was this whole ending foreign wars thing. And how many of our tax dollars, how many billions and billions of tax dollars go to Israel and go to Ukraine to fight different conflicts?
Well, I think my opinion is I support,
and I think that actually
what
predated Trump. The money to Israel predates Trump. In fairness,
and I support personally Ukraine and the investment that we make there, because we're really putting a hurt on. Well, as long as Russia continues to attack them, we got to allow.
So if we continue for 8 more years, 10 more years, that'd be all right.
You do what you got to do, and the longer this goes on, which is how Russia and China and North Korea and Iran are looking at this war. The longer this goes on, not much changes for Iran, but it hurts us. And they know that. The longer this war goes on in Ukraine, the more Russia is weakened. And I think the more Putin is weakened, I think that's good for the rest of the world. Just my opinion, and it's worth 0.
You want some comments? Same here, right?
Let's do some comments on the other side. And then I want to search for the kid in the pink. Pinky, the kid that came up and crashed the stage when of all times, when I was up there. And I thought he was with the band. The band thought he was with me. So at one point, I'm like literally giving him the mic and letting him sing a line. We have no idea who he was. Maybe if people see the picture, they'll know, oh, I know who that is. That's so-and-so's kid. He's got a video of this whole thing, poking fun at you on whatever.
And still to come, a statement released from the Utica School Board on the situation with the superintendent. I'll read that to you as well.
Hold tight, coming back at WIBX.
Brought to you by Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
Hurt in a car? Call William Tire, 315-444-4444.
You know, around here, a good vehicle isn't just transportation, it's family time, weekend adventures, and getting where life takes you. Maybe you're loading up the kids for a day at the Utica Zoo, or you're heading north to Enchanted Forest Water Safari for the weekend, or maybe you're pointing the hood south toward Cooperstown and the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Wherever the road leads, you want to know your vehicle is ready for the trip. And right now at Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, purchase any 4 Bridgestone tires and receive a $150 rebate. It's a great time to upgrade your ride before your next adventure, because when you're headed somewhere important, peace of mind rides along too. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, driving our community since 1980, trusted for quality, known for service, and helping get you there safely, mile after mile. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, Yorkville, Utica, Rome, and Herkimer, or online at tallmanstire.com. We'll keep the wheels turning so you can keep making memories.
The Potting Shed Antiques in Whitesboro is buying silver, gold, gold-filled, vintage costume, estate jewelry, and U.S. and Canadian coins. They've been your hometown buyer for over 50 years. While other gold and silver buyers claim to offer the highest prices, the Potting Shed Antiques actually delivers. Let Don Hartman take a look at your individual pieces or your entire collection. The Potting Shed Antiques, open Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Please call ahead for an appointment. Visit thepottingshedantiques.com.
Did you know your most treasured rugs can look new again? At ABC ChemDry, we specialize in premium area rug cleaning. From treasured family heirlooms to fine rugs from around the world, our trained specialists use a careful 5-step process inspecting, dusting, cleaning, drying, grooming, and protecting, so your rug always gets the expert care it deserves. Don't wait. Call ABC ChemDry today at 315-738-1111 to schedule a drop-off or pickup.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. You can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. France is currently trading at over 16% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out $590 if they win soccer's biggest prize. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. No house, no odds makers. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code TURF to get $10 when you trade $10. KALSHI. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
You know what you can trust? The protection you get when you bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive. You know what you can't trust? Everything else, apparently. Like when you saw that article that said that thing you eat every day is a superfood and great for your gut health, but then 30 seconds later, a different article warns you to avoid it and it's taking years off your life. Well, which is it? Kind of a big difference there. Anyway, bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive for reliable coverage in a reliably unreliable world. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Weekdays at 3, stay informed and get fired up with me, Sean Hannity, right here on WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM. Get the latest headlines, bold opinions, in-depth interviews, and cut through all the noise. Then don't miss the best of Hannity every Saturday, your chance to catch the biggest moments of the week all in one place. That's Sean Hannity, weekdays at 3 and Saturdays right here on WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM.
Hey, I want to tell you about the New York Sash. Ready? The New York Sash America 250 sale. This is big. You know New York Sash for their windows and their doors. Their entry doors are beautiful. Their windows, bathroom systems are incredible. Their siding, and of course their windows, which is why they're celebrating America's 250 with their biggest promotion of the season. Buy 2 New York Sash windows, get 1 free. And the list goes on. There's no limit. Plus you'll save 50% off expert bath installation. And this is the big opportunity. Qualified buyers can receive 0% financing for 25 months. 25 months of 0% financing. No interest for 25 months, making it easier for you to get the improvements done now. If you've been thinking maybe we'll do it next year, this may be the thing that actually triggers you to doing it right now. It's New York Sash, their America 250 sale right now. Buy 2 New York Sash windows, get 1 free, 50% off bath systems, installation, and financing for 25 months, 0% interest for qualified buyers. It's New York Sash, online, newyorksash.com.
Well, we have some sunshine and currently 63 degrees. It is 7:34. Political leaders from both sides of the aisle reacting to the sudden death over the weekend of South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. Former Presidents Biden and George W. Bush offering their condolences on social media and noting the veteran Republicans' love of public service and more than 2 decades in Congress. Meanwhile, Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell breaking his silence amid a health scare. The 84-year-old Republican lawmaker says he's recovering after a recent fall and a mild case of pneumonia. McConnell adds that on advice from doctors, he will not be able to return to the Senate floor to vote, but is not taking a break from the Senate business as he works closely with his legislative staff on current issues. Military skirmishes continue across the Middle East. Iran's Revolutionary Guards say it launched several attacks against U.S. bases in several Gulf countries today, including Kuwait, Bahrain, Jordan, Oman, and Qatar. The two sides have been trading attacks since Iran attacked commercial shipping last week in the Strait of Hormuz. The United States and Canada have reached a deal to open a new multi-billion-dollar bridge linking Detroit and Windsor, Ontario. The Gordie Howe International Bridge will now open July 27th and become the fourth major crossing between Detroit and Canada. The 1.5-mile bridge was originally set to open last month, but was put off due to a disagreement over revenue. Hollywood stars are remembering actor Sam Neill following his passing. The New Zealand actor was best known for playing Dr. Alan Grant in the Jurassic Park franchise. The 78-year-old had been diagnosed with stage 3 blood cancer, but was declared cancer-free in April. His family confirmed his death earlier today. And the NYPD is blaming a security breach for a Yankee Stadium Jay-Z concert being delayed for hours and not letting out until 3 o'clock this morning. The concert was supposed to start at around 8 o'clock last night, but did not begin until a little after midnight. In a statement, the NYPD and Live Nation say hundreds of large groups who did not have tickets stormed in and in some cases breached security. The sold-out concert was part of the rapper's 30th anniversary concert series. WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM News Time 7:36. Here's your Weather Center forecast.
All right, this beautiful run will continue. How about numbers in the 40s yesterday morning? Now, we're not quite there this morning, even in the northern Adirondacks, but the sky's clear, and it's actually very nice this afternoon, sunny, and nice is a good word for it. Upper 80s, tonight mainly clear, mid-60s, and here comes the heat tomorrow. Sunny near 95 with a gusty breeze. Wednesday, sunshine 90. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stagik, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Right now we have 63 degrees and some sunshine.
Davey, can you post that right now? Yeah. All right. We want to find out who Pinky, the kid who stormed the stage, is. And we have a photo of him. I'll show you the photo in a second.
Okay.
And I'll play a little bit of his audio and my audio and the band. How about Showtime? Aren't they just incredible? And they had like 20 guests come up and sing with them, perform with them, including the young. There's like 3 young kids that were just unbelievable. Kidwell,
yeah.
His work is so good.
Yeah, he really
and
is.
Sean Smith's son was up there performing as well. He was unbelievable, and he was playing with a broken wrist. It was really just really awesome. The band Showtime in 1998. They were young kids still in high school and started their band, and my wife and I hired them to do our wedding. And look what they have turned into. Pretty awesome. So we'll talk about that, and I'll play a little piece from it coming up here. Right now, it's Obika's free money question of the day. Davey, here we go. The free money question is worth $150, and you're looking for caller number 5.
I was going to say 175.
175.
Yeah, I trumped you.
You did. You Donald Trumped me. $1.75.
Caller 5.
Caller 5 right now. 315. Plus, do they get a chance at Stampede tickets as well? Stampede Rodeo, the Adirondack Bank Center, July 31st and August 1st. I have a pair of tickets to that to give away as well. Caller 5 next for $1.75 on WIBX.
For a number of reasons, InSarah's Flooring Outlet should be on the top of your list for any of your flooring needs.
Reason number 1, InSarah's has the area's largest inventory, in stock, plenty for you to choose from.
And 2, InSarah's offers the best in quality floor covering. Top name brands like Shaw, Mohawk, Cortec, Mannington, and Tarkett, to name just a few.
Number 3, InSarah's will meet or beat any locally advertised price.
Reason number 4, service. With our decades of experience, you'll get unbeatable service from InSarah's Flooring Outlet.
And remember, get 6 months interest-free financing for qualified buyers. InSarah's Flooring Outlet, unrivaled service and experience, all at an affordable price.
InSarah's Flooring Outlet should be on the top of your list choice for any of your flooring needs. Now you see why more people buy from the big store. Route 49 Plaza, River Road, Marcy, and in sarahsflooringoutlet.com.
The summer sale is on at upstate New York's largest specialty bedding retailer, Mattress Express. This is a good one, folks. On select beds, get a king for the price of a queen for the price of a full, and a full for the price of a twin. This is a great deal. If that weren't enough, buy any king or queen set in the store besides Tempur-Pedic and get upgraded to an adjustable base for free. It's a great deal, folks. Take up to 5 years to pay with no money down for qualified buyers and everyday no credit check payment plans. Get a massage chair. On select massage chairs, get a $500 prepaid Visa card. In Evans Mills in the Walmart Plaza next to Navy Federal Credit Union. Remember, soldiers, we beat all prices at the PX. In Watertown on Arsenal Street across from Dunkin' Donuts. In Oswego on 104 next to Aldi's. Call 1-800-NEW-BEDS. Go to mattressexpressny.com.
Hurt in a car? Call William Matar. 315-444-4444.
Brought to you by Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair. Located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer. And online at tallmanstire.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. You can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. Spain is currently trading at over 17% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out $580 if they win soccer's biggest prize. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. No house, no odds makers. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code TURF to get $10 when you trade $10. KALSHI. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
Celebrating 100 years.
This is Keeler.
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM.
Now back to the Keeler Show.
All right, here we go. And it's Monday after Boilermaker. And time for us to do Mike's free money question of the day. Mike is in Schuyler. The number is $175. If you'd like to go, you can work this out with Davey. We have tickets for you to see Stampede Rodeo at the Adirondack Bank Center, July 31st and August 1st. Pair of tickets, Mike. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, do you complain? Are you bothered by this whole password thing with apps and subscriptions, and whether it be Disney or Paramount Plus or whatever? If you subscribe while you're on Apple TV or on Roku, it's tough to find a password, and then to cancel. I mean, I'm struggling with this.
Well, you don't use the passwords. There's a passwords app on the phone. It keeps everything in there. The passwords app.
Wrong.
It doesn't?
No, it doesn't.
I thought
it keeps most things on there, but if you subscribe on a platform like Apple TV or Roku, that's not going to end up in your passwords app. And then finding the password, it'll say, well, you can go to your computer and you can find it. You can go here and there. I'm telling you, I've gone through every step. It is very, very. If I can't do it, what is the average? Sorry, I feel like I'm pretty good at it.
It's because of where you set it up.
Correct.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yes.
Because I don't think I set it up on the Apple TV.
Well, the problem is we have a lot of different subscriptions, right?
Yeah.
Probably too many. So, anyway, it's just a complaint that I have. All right, are you ready?
I hear you. Yep.
Okay, you'll have 7 seconds to answer the question. And here we go. This is for $175. I'll start by saying go Bills. Let's win it all this year. Go Bills. Here's the question. Buffalo are not native to Buffalo, New York. Buffalo are specifically native to where? Ready, go.
Water buffalo, Cape buffalo.
Well, it could be. What you want to give an answer?
Is this a part of the state? What are you looking for? A country? What are you looking for?
No. Buffalo are not native to Buffalo, New York.
Right.
The animal buffalo are not native to Buffalo. Buffalo are specifically native to where?
Africa.
It is Africa.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. I'm telling you, it's Africa. Do you know that if there's a buffalo...
So you got to spit out a guess.
If there's a buffalo, you see what you think is a buffalo in the United States, it's bison. And they have a hump. I think the bison have a hump. And it's the bison that launched that guy that you see all over TV. So, so buffalo, not native to the United States. I never knew that.
I never knew it either.
Yeah. I thought we just drove them out like we did the wolves, in New York. But not the case. Okay, there we go. There you have it. We're going to give you we will give you the tickets to Stampede Rodeo. I'll give you to Davey to work all that out.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Mike. Thank you, man. Did you watch the Bear?
No, I still got to see that. I still got to watch the Bear.
Somebody you should watch. Yeah.
I'm watching. There's a documentary on Netflix with all the past World Series and everything.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Well, being a Yankee fan, that must be fun.
Wow. I haven't got to the Yankees one yet.
Okay. All right, man. Stand by. Davey is going to hook you up. So we're on a bit of a quest. Have you seen the photo on Facebook? WIBX's Facebook page. Go to the WIBX Facebook page, and you're going to see the kid who came up onto the stage that I thought was with the band. The band thought he was with me, and he was just dancing all crazy like. Do you see it? Yeah.
No,
Let me play a little audio. This was a cool moment for me. I have to say, my brother and I, he's no longer with us. We were in a band when we were in high school, and it was called Saturn. And we played a lot of high school dances and all that years ago. And I have not done this song since then, which goes back to the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. And I did it with Showtime last night, or yesterday, which was really cool. I'll play a little piece of it. So as it goes on, at some point, this kid comes out of nowhere. He has no shirt on. He's got these pink sleeves, pink shorts, and he comes out, and we're calling him
care of business.
We're calling him Pinky. He was taking care of business. He starts doing all these weird dances all over the place.
Okay.
Now I think there was a crowd in the front. They were videotaping him, and I think this is probably he's done a video on it, and it's somewhere up on social media somewhere. The question is, who is this kid? So we posted it on Facebook. You may look at it and say, oh, I know, that's so-and-so's kid. I know exactly who that is. He's a punk. Or, oh, he's a good kid. He just likes to crash stages and stuff.
Well, one of the comment we've gotten so far on the Facebook page was, as Jamie Foxx once sang, blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah,
maybe that's what it was.
That could
maybe
be.
He ran the race. Now, he had a couple beers. He was feeling a little.
Oh, pink. he was feeling it. And I got to say, there's at one point he comes up and he's like got his arm around me. I'm trying to get to the point.
Yeah, you shared the mic with him.
I shared the mic with him.
That's your fault.
That is absolute. Okay, here he is. Nice singing in my ear, and I'm like, oh, this must be the Kidwell kid. I'm in the middle of this. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the Kidwell kid. I hand the mic over, and you'll hear him. He sings along, shouting out, taking care of business. Hear him?
Anyway, it is.
I'm impressed. You did really good, dude. You did.
Thank you. The band makes it very, very easy.
They are outstanding. But no, you fit right in there, man.
Yeah,
you sounded like you knew what you were doing.
Well,
I've
done it before.
Yeah.
But it came back pretty easily. But that was a blast. And for them to allow me to do that was really, because I was up there with some really amazing musicians. And I don't know if you heard, if you want to talk about musicians and performers and singers, if you heard, she was actually Melissa was actually she was the winner of an American Idol contest we did 10 years ago. She won the contest and she was performing yesterday. She did a version of Crazy on You that's not a song you sing. It's like doing Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
You do Heart, and that's not easy to do.
Yeah.
She killed it. It was so good. And as my wife said, she said, this is giving me chills. I can't believe. I feel like I'm listening to Heart. She was so good. So there was great talent up there. And Ryan Quinn was there with the band. There were just so many Big Sexy. Sean Smith, he did, what was the song that he did that was just on, I mean, they're all really, really good. Everybody's really good. It was just a great time. And then the Boilermaker went off without a hitch. They had the flyover. Estina did a great job on the national anthem. It was, and then the race. And how about the 5K? That kid came in like a minute before anybody behind him. He's somebody that runs. Davey, you heard that maybe he runs at Hamilton College? Maybe?
Yes, but he's shaking his head, yes.
And how about the lead the male runner had in the 15K? He had a lead and a half.
Yeah.
And then
I think 30 seconds or something. He finished ahead of the runner-up.
Yeah, that was huge.
And two women's records.
There were two women's records that were set, and the woman who won the Masters placed like second in the 15K for women, or something like that. And that was a record. The women's 15K was a record.
And the Kiplagat, who held a few different Boilermaker records.
And if I could say, I had more than one person, more than three people, probably if it could have been more than 10, but probably not 10, but at least 5. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Okay,
people,
Trump.
they say, some say he's very, very great, better than anyone. People complimenting you at the finish line.
Thank you.
And I just heard a lot of people saying, well, he has a great voice. How does he come up with all these names of these people? Well, you were talking about how you do it. And then I said on the broadcast, I sounded like an idiot when I said to you, you announce everyone's name that crosses the finish line.
I wish I could.
Well, and then I'm watching like 75 people cross the finish line at the same time.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the pack of the 5K and the 15K, that just happened. Once the elites came through in the 15K, you just had 25, 35, 50 people crossing at a time. It's just impossible. But you did a tremendous job, and you've become a fixture at the finish line.
Well, thank you very much. I didn't know you were going to say that. I really appreciate it. It's not, there's many jobs tougher than the one that I do on Boilermaker Sunday, but it is a little challenging when you say there's 25, 35 people. There's a mat about, I'm going to say it's 40 yards ahead of the actual finish line. And when someone goes over that mat, their name jumps up on the screen. But if it's 40 names at a time, it's boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So I'll be looking and I'll say, Jim, and I look to read his last name, and it kicks down all the way to the bottom of the page. So I don't have a hometown. I don't have an age. I try to do the best that I can do.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. Phil Stewart, after the Elite 15K runners come across, he does help me with some of the name announcing, and he and I had a chuckle a couple times because there would be packs of people coming over, and he'd be like, Bob from Herkimer.
Yeah.
And
well, and Phil, to have Phil Stewart
be there and call this like that and do the post-race ceremony, which is a big deal. And I think we were talking to Mark Donovan, or maybe Tim Reed talked about it. This is not something that happens in other races. Oftentimes when maybe it was Jim Societis, either way, when they do the award ceremony, there might be 50 people out there. Here, you have 37,000 people staring at you.
So packed yesterday.
They love it. They're taking these elite runners are loving it, and they're taking selfies and pictures, and they're just looking at it to see it. People, it's really, really cool.
You know, something I talked to, who did I talk to yesterday about this? It becomes a blur, but the elite money, you know, it's like $65,000 in prize money that's up for grabs. But really, when you think about it, like the first place man and the first place woman each get $7,000. But like all the training they do, and everything that goes into it, and they get to travel here and everything.
The one American woman who won the Masters, she took, I think it was third in the 15K. Then she took first in the Masters, and then broke a record. So she got paid for all three of those.
Good for her.
Yeah,
good
big
for her.
Payday for her.
We were talking about Sigby Jerusalem. It's difficult.
Can I see the name? I know how to pronounce it.
Hang on a second here. I'll tell you in a sec. I'll highlight it for you. So
I only know how because...
and Prishka Chirono, who I believe is Kenyan,
John,
is the one who won the Masters and set the new record.
It's Geber Salama.
Geber Salama, thank you.
Only know that because of John Pederesi corrected me.
So by almost a full minute, by the way, she set a new record. 48:15 was the time.
She crushed the record.
Yeah, and 49:11 was the old time, so 56 seconds there.
And I got to say, this is a point that John had made, and Jim as well, that I think is relevant. The man who won, what was
Alex Matata.
He was like a minute ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
He had he was just basically out there, looked like he was doing a training run, all on his own. He had no one to push him. Everybody thought that was going to be a record, and Pederesi said, "I'm telling you, there won't be a record because he doesn't have anybody pushing him." Whereas the women did, because they're running with the men. They're going to be slightly behind, so they're really pushed. They can push themselves. They have others that are forcing them to compete. Where Matata didn't have that at all. He was all on his own, yeah.
In the wheelchair division, Canadian Josh Cassidy won 33-24. I just have to say thank you so much to Mark DePerno from Citroen. I know they're a big sponsor of the wheelchair race, but he's up there with me, giving me cues and letting me know who they are because, you know, if you have a spotter, you can kind of see bib numbers.
Yep.
But they're in the wheelchair, so they're kind of hunched over, and they're, doing their thing, so it's very difficult to see the numbers.
Flying.
They fly. By the time the person crosses the mat,
it looks like they're doing like 25, 30 miles an hour coming through.
When I try to say the name after they cross the mat,
gone.
They're well past the finish line before I can blurt out the name.
All very, very
Mark,
cool.
I appreciate you very much.
And we love being a part of it. I can speak for you. Okay, you have 2 seconds.
I just want to say my friend Dan Cercelli, he dominated the 5K, and I love him very much.
All right, just not completely dominated, unfortunately.
Well, he did dominate. He PR'd.
River Hills Properties continues to invest in upstate New York with offices in Barneville, Little Falls, and Newport, and in the city of Rome. And also, if you maybe consider getting rid of the wintertime blues, you could become a snowbird, and they have a full team of agents ready to help you down there in Sarasota, Florida, Sarasota, Naples, Marco Island. I think it was Steve Hauk that said one of the coolest parts of all of this is using River Hills down there. You know them. You have someone who you know and trust. They can assist you in a place where you don't know anyone, and that's a big deal. Nobody sells homes like River Hills Properties. 315-896-1009. Can I do something? Okay.
Did you know your most treasured rugs can look new again? At ABC ChemDry, we specialize in premium area rug cleaning. From treasured family heirlooms to fine rugs from around the world, our trained specialists use a careful 5-step process inspecting, dusting, cleaning, drying, grooming, and protecting, so your rug always gets the expert care it deserves. Don't wait. Call ABC ChemDry today at 315-738-1111 to schedule a drop-off or pickup.
The summer sale is on at Mattress Express. Get a king for the price of a queen for the price of a full, and a full for the price of a twin. Ask how to get upgraded to an adjustable base for free. Go to mattressexpressny.com.
WIBX Utica Road, W295 Utica.
From the WB Payne Insurance Studio, your news talk leader since 1925. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now the latest from Fox News.
Iran continues to claim it controls the Strait of Hormuz. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, but the U.S. military says no.
Claiming that Iran is not going to have any control over this vital waterway. Overnight, U.S. Central Command released new video of their latest targets, which shows air defense systems, coastal radar sites, missile and drone capabilities.
Fox's Mark Meredith also reports from the White House.
Iran continues to carry out its own attacks on U.S. resources in the Middle East, including in Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, Jordan, and Oman. The targets appear to be American ammunition depots and radar stations.
Now, this is the day after Iran attacked another ship in the Strait. The head of the UN warns a return to full-scale hostilities would be catastrophic. Oil prices are up more than 3% this morning. President Trump expected to talk about the conflict this hour on Fox and Friends on TV. The president will also pay tribute to late Senator Lindsey Graham. And it's not just Republicans praising the 71-year-old who died suddenly Saturday night in Washington. Democrats are too. Senator Peter Welch tells Fox.
Who else took on the challenge of trying to protect Ukraine? Who else took on trying to get a bipartisan, good, secure border immigration bill? He was such a doer.
As for the cause of death, Fox's Jonathan Sari in Graham's hometown, Central South Carolina, reports.
The medical examiner is waiting on some additional test results before determining the official cause of death, but the preliminary examination findings were aortic dissection due to arteriosclerotic cardiovascular disease. This is commonly referred to as hardening of the arteries.
Graham was running for re-election, so next month there will be a special primary to find the new Republican Senate nominee. As for the rest of Graham's current term, Governor Henry McMaster will appoint a replacement. An actor is also being mourned. Sam Neill is best known for his role in the Jurassic Park movies. He was in dozens of films and TV shows. He died at the age of 78. America's listening to Fox News.
We wouldn't be celebrating America 250 if it wasn't for a strong foundation set by the framers. Hamilton built America's financial foundation on sound money, later embodied by the gold standard. But we abandoned that discipline in 1971 and have seen inflation erode the dollar's value. What's the foundation of your saving? Is it gold or something that can be devalued? Hi, it's Dr. Ron Paul, and I encourage you to speak with my friends at Birch Gold Group about diversifying an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold. Learn more by requesting a free info kit on gold IRAs. Just text the word SHELTER to the number 989898. Let Birch Gold help you build your foundation with gold. Text the word SHELTER to the number 989898. Text SHELTER to 989898.
Late Senator Lindsey Graham is also being mourned around the world. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says his country has lost one of their greatest friends. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky posted on X, Graham was a true defender of freedom. He had just been to Ukraine last week and met with Zelensky, working on a plan to impose tough new sanctions on Russia, trying to stop the war. Zelensky today is in Paris for a meeting with European allies after replacing his prime minister.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says his country will be changing its political strategy ahead of the winter. That means Prime Minister Yulia Sviridenko has resigned at his request. Under Ukrainian law, every minister in the government will also need to quit. Sviridenko is to get a new job. Some analysts believe she'll be the next Ukrainian ambassador to the United States. President Zelensky says he wants his government to focus on drone production, work in frontline and border areas, the transformation of state-owned companies, and war recovery agreements with allies. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are down before this week's trading. It's another day off at soccer's World Cup.
For the first time since FIFA started its rankings in 1992, the top 4 countries have all advanced to the semifinals of a World Cup. On Tuesday, it's number 1 ranked France trying to reach its 3rd straight final, taking on 2010 champion Spain. France is led by Kylian Mbappe, who's tied for the World Cup lead with 8 goals, and Spain led by Lamine Yamal, who's playing this match just 1 one day after his 19th birthday. Then on Wednesday, Lionel Messi and defending champion Argentina take on England. Both semifinals are at 3 Eastern and can be seen on Fox TV. Greg Thompson, Fox News.
In baseball, the All-Star break is here. The game's tomorrow. The home run derby's tonight. The defending champion Los Angeles Dodgers have the best record in the majors, but the Boston Red Sox are the hottest team entering the break on a 9-game win streak. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
All right, we have some sunshine now, up to 65 degrees. Good morning, I'm Jeff Manaski, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM News Time is 8:05. This news update brought to you by Destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville. Boilermaker 49 officially in the books. They will have a recap press conference this morning at 10. The winner on the men's side, the men's open division champion, Alex Matata of Kenya, pulling ahead of the pack and finishing 30 seconds ahead of the runner-up. On the women's side, there was a new record in the women's race and in the women's masters division. Sigi Gebsalama of Ethiopia finished with a time of 47 minutes, 29 seconds. She broke the previous record set by Edna Kiplagat back in 2023. And another Kiplagat record went down as the women's masters division champion this year, Priska Chirono of Kenya, finished in a time of 48 minutes and 15 seconds, almost a full minute ahead of Kiplagat's masters division record. Canadian Josh Cassidy won the wheelchair division for the second year in a row. Just a great event yesterday. Of course, there was a flyover as well. And next year, we're counting it down already.
Yeah.
Boilermaker 50.
It's gonna be big. And did you see the American who I don't know? He took second or third.
I think I have it here. Reed Buchanan of Missouri.
Did you see him come out on and accept the award out on the stage?
I did not.
That was wild.
I'm still doing the announcements, though.
He was chugging the Utica Club. I mean, he was chugging for the crowd, and he was loving the moment. That's what I'm telling you. It's so cool to watch these elite runners come up on that stage and look out of the sea of people. And it's such it makes us really a special race that those people really want to run. And that's awesome.
It's an outstanding event, a great weekend. You know what? We should try to lobby for the Monday after Boilermaker should be a local holiday.
Should be a holiday, yeah.
You got to recover. I mean,
you can do
Club
those
helps,
things. You can do those. Like in Boston, they have Patriots Day.
Yeah.
And it's right around the Boston Marathon. It's the same day. Why not?
I'm all for it. Let's
like
start the campaign. The Utica City School Board of Education is categorically denying
We'll be talking about this hour.
Dr. Christopher Spence's allegations of discrimination and retaliation. The board releasing a statement in regard to news last week that he has filed a complaint with the Division of Human Rights. They say the account presented by Dr. Spence and his attorney does not accurately reflect either history of his employment relationship with the board or the events leading up to his current leave of absence. As Bill said, we'll get more into this statement coming up this hour. And Oneida County Executive Anthony Pacenti says that the Youth Bureau is accepting 2027 grant applications for high-quality local youth programs. The Bureau has the responsibility to allocate funding from the New York State Office of Children and Family Services in the way that best meets the needs that have been locally identified. Pacenti says this annual opportunity allows agencies in the cities, towns, and villages to seek funding for new programs and allow those that have been successful to continue. There are 4 funding categories available: youth development, runaway and homeless youth, youth sports and education, and youth team sports. More information at ocgov.net. Right now, we have some sunshine and 65 degrees at 8:09.
All right, this beautiful run will continue. How about numbers in the 40s yesterday morning? Now, we're not quite there this morning, even in the northern Adirondacks, but the sky's clear, and it's actually very nice this afternoon, sunny, and nice is a good word for it. Upper 80s, tonight mainly clear, mid-60s, and here comes the heat tomorrow. Sunny near 95 with a gusty breeze. Wednesday, sunshine 90. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Again, some sunshine, 65. It is 8:10. From the IBEW Local 43 Sports Desk, if you'd asked me this prior to the season, I'd have said it was crazy talk. Possibly trading Francisco Lindor.
I agree.
I think I'm in for it now.
I agree. And I think he's lost his magic. And I got to tell you, he was a team leader. And boy, and it's a terrible thing because of Lindor, though. All the changes were made on the infield last year. But now you have these young kids coming in that are playing really well. I don't know. Well,
something's got to change.
The time is now if it's going to happen.
The Mets were swept by the Red Sox in the weekend series. 3-2 your final in 10 innings on Sunday. Now, Lindor at the plate was 2 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs. He accounted for both Met runs. In the ninth, though, with the Mets ahead 2-0, he booted a potential game-ending double play. That was all the break the Red Sox needed as they tied it and then won it in 10 innings, a final of 3-2.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Can I get your opinion on the first baseman that made it played in the Futures game yesterday for the Mets?
Who's that?
Reynolds.
I don't know much about him.
Did you see him when you went to the game last week?
No, it was. Go ahead.
I watched him against the Worcester Red Sox.
Is that the same guy? I don't think that's his last name.
Yeah,
he was batting 189, but he had like 15 home runs when I was there.
He was dropping bombs.
Yeah. He's a slugger, but he's got to get that average over 200.
Yeah, that's
no Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso could slug and hit 280, 300.
Right. When Alonso wasn't hitting home runs, he was hitting singles and doubles, and getting on base. And if you're hitting that in AAA, where are you going to be in majors?
Well,
in the majors?
I think he leads the International League in home runs.
He might, but he's got to get that batting average up. The Yankees head into the All-Star break.
We just paid $1 billion for a home run hitter, right?
Yeah. And in fairness to Soto, because we have been critical.
Soto's like almost got I think his batting average is nearing 400. I mean, he's like 385 or something. 390.
He's leading the league in slugging percentage. So yeah. The Yankees, a bit of a turn of their fortune here as we head into the break. They had lost 11 out of 13. Well, guess what? Now it's a 4-game winning streak. The Yankees completed a sweep of the Nationals 5-3 on Sunday. Andrew Alvarez gave up 3 runs in 2 innings of relief for Washington, which has dropped their last 5 games. We now break for the All-Star game. The city of brotherly love will play host. Tonight it's the Home Run Derby. A couple Phillies are in there, Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper, but a Yankee that I'll keep my eye on. Ben Rice is participating tonight as well. Also, you have Rays superstar Junior Caminero, Red Sox monster Wilson Contreras. The Home Run Derby is tonight. Some teams get back into action on Thursday. The Mets will. The Yankees do not play again until Friday. All right, so at the World Cup, we are down to 4 teams. It's France and Spain. They'll play tomorrow at 3 o'clock. On Wednesday, England and Argentina, also a 3 o'clock game, our local time. And then on Saturday, it's the semifinal losers playing for 3rd place. Sunday is your FIFA World Cup. Tom Kim celebrates a win, his 4th career PGA Tour victory. He won the Genesis Scottish Open. And Ryan Blaney takes the Quaker State 400. The driver of the number 12 car survived a lengthy delay due to rain, and he edged out Bubba Wallace in overtime for first place at the Eco Park Speedway. So, Smitty, you said you went to bed at midnight and the race wasn't over. They were still in a delay.
No, I went to sleep at 8:30.
And it
I was
ended around
watching the second
midnight.
stage, and they went in the rain delay. The rain delay was almost close to 4 hours.
Yeah, it wasn't just rain. It was like
torrential downpours and lightning, and it takes a couple hours to dry the track. But my man Ryan Blaney ended up winning.
How did they dry the track?
A big jet air dryer's on the
like
back of
a leaf blower almost.
on
That's
the
wild.
back of a pickup truck and goes.
Hold on one second.
How does that go again?
Your mic cut out. Can you do that sound effect one more time?
We didn't hear it. Okay, Dave.
That was good, Smitty.
Let me tell you something. It's kind of annoying sound. We were at Watkins Glen a few years ago before COVID, and it was a rain delay on a Sunday. The party that I was with, well, we got the option of going back on Monday, which we didn't because we had to work, and that when you sit up close hearing them noises,
it's loud.
It's very loud.
Yeah. Okay.
A couple comments. Joe in Whitesboro, a Yankees fan, I believe. He says, Bill, your man Lindor cannot be on the field in the late innings. He cannot field anymore, and you get the same answer from him every time. I have to do better. It's unacceptable. Yeah. It's unacceptable that you're on the field. You know what? Joe makes a good point. Because
when you got these young kids that are really performing and you have nowhere to put them.
He did say after the game his error was unacceptable. The ball just crept up and hit him in the heel/wrist area. Okay, yeah, great. Let's see. Lance and Lee. I don't.
You need Lindor to be. I realize this is an understatement, but he's got to be better than that. He has to be almost perfect at this point in his career. You'd expect that from him.
Lance says, and this is a little off the beaten path today for sure. Hey, Jeff, did Bill join the Crips? Apparently someone told him navy blue looks good on him. I even saw him yesterday in navy blue. What's up with that?
Well, it was a Boilermaker shirt.
He continued to say...
I was working for the Boilermaker.
Naturally, the stooge Galeem had to get on stage and blow his horn. That's about played out by now. Look, he was a member of that band, wasn't he? Why is that played out?
He's been a part of the horn section that they have done since long before he was mayor.
Yeah, so Lance often his criticism. I think he's certainly
this
whether I agree or
criticism.
not. This is not a fair criticism. Usually, at least his criticism is fair. I can see the point. But you're telling me the guy plays a horn in a popular band that hosts an after party for the area's biggest summer event with 40,000 people, and you tell me the mayor of Utica shouldn't be on the stage playing the horn? Yeah. It would be weird if he wasn't there. I don't know, Lance. You might not like him politically, but it certainly fits and makes sense that he would be up there performing at an event like that.
Yeah.
And then, let's see.
Should he be wearing a shirt or no shirt?
Rocky, here we go. I'm interested in the answer, Rocky. He says, today's quiz, which politician said Donald Trump is a race-baiting xenophobe, religious bigot, and also said that Joe Biden is the finest man that God ever created and the nicest person I have ever met in politics?
I did not know J.D. Vance said that about Biden. I knew he said what he said about Trump. But I didn't know he said that about Biden.
My guess is it's not Mitch McConnell. It's who passed away?
J.D. Vance.
Oh, is that the answer?
I believe, yeah.
Okay.
He wrote a...
Lindsey Graham. My guess is Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham is another one. That may be true, too. Lindsey Graham had some really bad things to say about Trump.
10 years ago, right?
Yeah. Rocky,
let us know.
That would make sense. That would make sense. That might be a better guess.
Right, because it's timely. And
J.D. Vance wrote the op-ed that really denounced Trump. But the fact that they were both in Congress, Lindsey Graham and Joe Biden, and Biden really got along with both sides of the aisle in Congress, it may very well be Lindsey Graham.
Tell Lance I said hi, by the way. I really like Lance.
You just did.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, I did. Okay.
I didn't even know your mic was on. Boom, just like that. Let me break and we'll come back and respond to all of this. Plus, on our Facebook page, WIBX Facebook page, there is the picture of Pinky. What are they calling him?
Pinky Tuscadero.
Which is a happy day. Davey, explain to me, is that a Happy Days or Laverne and Shirley reference? Pinky Tuscadero. Wasn't she Fonz's girlfriend?
Yes, she was, Bill, in one of the episodes, and she was... Pinky Tuscadero was Fonzie's girlfriend. She was on for a couple episodes.
Okay. And didn't she have a sister or something?
Yeah, Leather Tuscadero.
Leather, yeah.
And she had a band, too. And then
I remember that.
Then she got in the answer.
Was she the Demolition Derby or something?
Yes, with the Malachi brothers.
With the Malachis, yeah, yeah. Which sounds so Utica, doesn't it? It's like
it sounds Rome, actually.
Or Rome, actually. Yeah. Joe, there you go. Anything
Not
else?
to be confused with the cousin Kinky Tuscadero. Apparently,
Pinky got hurt.
They said she was easy.
Pinky got hurt, right?
Yes.
Because somebody backed into her?
Well, it was one of the Malachi brothers backed up into her demolition derby car.
Do you know absolutely everything about Happy Days?
Not everything.
But a lot.
A lot.
Yeah. What was the show, the spinoff with Joni?
Joni and Chachi.
Yeah, Joni loves
Joni
Chachi.
loves Chachi.
Yeah.
That I didn't get into that. That didn't last too long.
No.
It's Scott Baio.
And when we say a program is Jump the Shark, we literally are referencing Happy Days,
Yes.
right? The episode where
he actually did. Fonzie did actually jump. Remember Hawaii? Wee.
I remember the sound effects today are just spectacular.
I hope you bring your sound effects the rest of the next couple of weeks here, because
don't forget the sound effects.
I'm
Bring
going to
them with
need you. I'm going to need
All
you.
right, stand by. We got a break. Hold on.
The summer sale is on at Mattress Express. Get a king for the price of a queen for the price of a full, and a full for the price of a twin. Ask how to get upgraded to an adjustable base for free. Go to mattressexpressny.com.
You know, around here, a good vehicle isn't just transportation. It's family time, weekend adventures, and getting where life takes you. Maybe you're loading up the kids for a day at the Utica Zoo, or you're heading north to Enchanted Forest Water Safari for the weekend. Or maybe you're pointing the hood south toward Cooperstown and the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Wherever the road leads, you want to know your vehicle is ready for the trip. And right now at Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, purchase any 4 Bridgestone tires and receive a $150 rebate. It's a great time to upgrade your ride before your next adventure, because when you're headed somewhere important, peace of mind rides along too. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, driving our community since 1980. Trusted for quality, known for service, and helping get you there safely, mile after mile. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, Yorkville, Utica, Rome, and Herkimer, or online at tallmanstire.com. We'll keep the wheels turning so you can keep making memories.
AmeriQ Credit Union believes that real connections matter today more than ever. At 200,000 members strong, we want to create a meaningful connection that makes you feel like you belong. In person, online, or anywhere in between, AmeriQ connects you with the right solutions to help you succeed, technology to make banking even easier, and the people you need to achieve financial success. Open an account today at ameriq.org. Membership eligibility is required, insured by NCUA.
Lots of places can expose you to identity theft.
Oh no.
That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity, which is way more than anyone can do on their own. If we find anything suspicious, like new loans or changes to your financial accounts, we alert you right away, all through text, phone, email, or the LifeLock app. Get the alerts that could make all the difference. Save up to 30% with promo code NEWS at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The summer sale is on at Mattress Express. Get a king for the price of a queen for the price of a full, and a full for the price of a twin. Ask how to get upgraded to an adjustable base for free. Go to mattressexpressny.com.
Mohawk Valley Crime Stoppers is a simple, anonymous way to keep our neighborhood safe by reporting crimes anonymously. Cash incentives are available if the tip leads to an arrest. If you see something, say it here. MohawkValleyCrimeStoppers.com or phone in tips at 866-730-TIPS. And registration is now open for the 6th annual Crime Stoppers Golf Outing, Saturday, September 19th at the Shamrock Golf Course in Oriskany. Call Anna for registration forms at 315-269-3924.
Hi, Billy Mays here with the brand new Keeler Kill Switch. When that morning show starts yapping about something you can't stand, don't reach for the dial. Just press this big red button and BAM!
This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
Hey, Davey, back to Happy Days. Was Happy Days, that was a spinoff of something, right?
I don't know.
Wasn't that the spinoff of the movie? What was the name of the movie? I thought it was a spinoff. Happy Days. And then
I got your answer. Yeah, it was a spinoff of Love and the Television Set.
Oh.
No, hang on, wait a minute. It originated from a 1972 segment called Love and the Television Set, later renamed Love and the Happy Days, on the anthology series Love American Style.
Oh, Love American Style.
And an ironic twist, the show itself went to spawn 7 of its own spin-offs, most notably Laverne and Shirley.
I was gonna ask,
Mork and Mindy.
how many spin-offs were there from Happy Days? And there were several. I forgot Mork and Mindy. Mork came from Happy Days. I forgot all about that.
Go to Mike and Skyler, who's our TV man. He knows everything.
All right.
Joni Loves Chachi.
Yeah, I remember that.
Blansky's
Laverne and
Beauties.
Shirley.
Out of the Blue. The Fonz and the Happy Days game. And
wasn't American Graffiti a spinoff?
American Graffiti.
Love American Style.
Yeah.
Well, I thought American Graffiti was the movie before Happy Days, but I didn't know it came from Love American Style. I didn't know there was an episode.
Because I remember
Did you know that?
Shirley was in it, and I think the girl that played Potsy was in it.
In American Graffiti. Yeah.
American Graffiti.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Okay. So it says here, 1973 film American Graffiti directly influenced the TV show. The success of the movie convinced ABC executives to greenlight the pilot into a full series.
But the pilot, though, came from Love American Style. I didn't realize that. Or the show. I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah.
And I also didn't know there were 7 spin-offs out of Happy Days. Do you know there's listen, do you know, Mike, there is a spin-off, there is a new series, Little House on the Prairie?
Yes.
I didn't even know that. Yeah. It's on like Netflix or something. It's like what is it, 8 episodes? Season 1, 8 or 9, 5 episodes.
Check it out.
8. Pause there and half pint and all that stuff.
One thing that was interesting with Happy Days, Gary Marshall, I remember, because I guess it was just starting to get into space when it was out there, and I guess the son said we should have space people on Happy Days, and that's what gave him the idea of bringing Robin Williams in there.
Yeah.
And Mork and Mindy became a spinoff of Happy Days, but that was influenced from Gary Marshall's son, and that obviously launched Robin Williams' career.
Yeah, yeah.
And another thing, the sad news of Randolph Montooth passing away. He played John Gage in Emergency.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that.
Need somebody
Squad
to translate
51.
that.
Squad 51.
Squad 51.
Yeah, Rampart.
Give him 3 things of IV and transport immediately.
That's right.
And then
BP
they used to send him
BP is 185 over 103. This guy's in trouble.
And they used to send him the strip of the hard thing coming pretty soon.
Did you ever notice that with Emergency, the TV show, whenever anyone got in an accident, they were always in a desert-like ravine somewhere out in the middle of nowhere with tumbleweeds?
Yeah, but the actual firehouse that they use
was in L.A., right?
Is in L.A. It's a tourist attraction now.
Oh, okay.
So you can go see it.
I did not know that. You know,
the ones I like when I was younger.
He watches a lot of TV, maybe. What's
the
that?
Hospital and Trapper John MD. Trapper John MD. I
never watched that.
The hospital.
Yeah.
And then Quincy with Jack Klugman.
I didn't watch that. Quincy I might have watched a little bit. And then the father on Happy Days,
Tom Bosley.
His
side gig was making money selling what?
Infomercial.
No.
Windows.
No. That's New York Sash. Call 624-7344. Glad. Was it Glad?
Yeah.
Garbage
Glad.
Bags.
That's right. I forgot about that. That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
All right. Anything else?
No. I think that's good.
All right.
Flash going down memory lane.
Good stuff. And please find out how I solved my problem of passwords.
Yeah, I'll have to look and see. There's gotta be a workaround.
Yeah.
They have
And
to work
normally you don't ask for any help when it comes to Apple stuff because I'm a know-it-all. But here I can't figure this out. It's driving me nuts.
I'll
Okay.
see what I can find out.
All right, Mike. Thanks, man. Anything else? Any other comments? We want to talk about Utica School
I'm gonna
Board.
get scolded for ignoring the YouTube comments, but I think we're past a lot of what we talked about. Some of this is about Iran. Let's see. Okay, you know what? This is the one that caught my attention. I believe this is QAnon John.
Okay.
Biden was never president, 100%. Wake up, Keeler.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, that's fine. You have that. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I blew it. Huh? Do I have to turn your mic on?
He wasn't president. He had the think tank that worked for him because he was losing his mind. They ran the country.
Okay, good. Back off. Back off. Off the mic. The mic is now back off. I'm not telling you to back off. I'm saying your mic is once again off.
One more quick. Doug says, I think it's time for a spinoff of the Keeler show, which I think we're going to get a sample of here for the next couple of weeks, maybe.
I'm going on vacation. It'll be Manaski and Friends.
Yes.
With Davey and what else?
Davey's exiting for the next 3 weeks.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
That's not true.
No, just playing a joke.
Okay. And let me break and we'll come back here.
Utica School Board.
I want to get into the Utica School Board issue, and that is the superintendent is now charging that he has been discriminated against based on the color of his skin. We'll get into it.
This is Dan from Acme Pool and Spa on Commercial Drive in New Hartford, across from Texas Roadhouse. Get years of summer fun for you and your family with a new above-ground pool starting at just $89.99 installed. You can take advantage of our 0% in-house financing. We can have your new pool installed in about 10 days. Don't let the summer pass you by. If an in-ground pool is your dream, the experts at Acme will guide you through the process. There's nothing better than enjoying summer in your backyard with an in-ground pool. Don't miss out on our midsummer sale with above-ground pools starting at $89.99 installed within about 10 days with our in-house 0% financing. Or let the experts at Acme guide you through selecting a custom in-ground pool, choosing from steel or fiberglass options. That's Acme Pool and Spa on Commercial Drive in New Hartford, and our midsummer pool sale going on now. We do the work, you just enjoy.
Are you sick of being just a number or doing a mindless job? Become a craftsman in a trade. Become an IBEW electrician. The IBEW and the Electrician Training Alliance will give you all the tools necessary at their state-of-the-art training facility. Earn as you learn. Paid training while you get your certification. What are you waiting for? Become an IBEW Local 43 electrician. Call or go online today to learn more. Find your career at IBEW and let the Electrician Training Alliance light up your future.
Little Falls Lumber has everything you need for home improvement season. They're fully stocked with secondary grade metal in all colors. Available in 12-foot lengths and affordable solutions for sheds, garages, and roof repairs. Tired of digging through warped boards at the big box stores? At Little Falls Lumber, you'll find only premium grade lumber, hand-selected for quality. They also carry roofing, siding, windows, doors, and much more. Visit Little Falls Lumber in Little Falls in Syracuse. Call 315-823-2470 or go to littlefallslumber.com.
Sunshine up to 69 degrees now. Iran is retaliating after the latest round of American strikes. Iran's Revolutionary Guards say it has launched several attacks against U.S. bases in the Gulf countries today, including Kuwait, Bahrain, Jordan, Oman, and Qatar. The two sides have been trading attacks since Iran attacked commercial shipping last week in the Strait of Hormuz. President Trump says Senator Lindsey Graham was like a member of the family. Trump mourned the death of Graham on NBC's Meet the Press, which the South Carolina Republican had been scheduled to appear on Sunday morning. The president also said he spoke to Graham just hours before his passing, saying other than being tired, he was fine. Graham's office says the Republican senator died Saturday evening. He was 71 after what is being called a brief and sudden illness. There are still questions about the deadly police shooting of a one-year-old boy outside of a Mississippi Walmart. Nearly a month after Cohen Wiley was killed, a newly released police report provides a few details about the shoplifting call that led to gunfire. The report does not identify the officers involved or explain why the situation escalated, while the child's family says officers fired into their vehicle, killing Cohen and injuring two others. Measles is spreading in the United States faster this year. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said it has received reports of 2,231 confirmed cases of measles as of July 9th. The U.S. is now less than 60 cases away from reaching last year's total. SpaceX is planning a possible flight of its massive Starship rocket this Thursday. It would be the 13th test for the spacecraft, which will be carrying a next-generation Starlink satellite, or satellites, I should say, into orbit for the first time. And Moana managed to land the top spot at the box office. The live-action Disney remake starring Dwayne Johnson earned $43 million domestically and another $52 million globally in its opening weekend.
Who was the Disney character that was dressed up yesterday at the Boilermaker?
I didn't see it.
Did you see? It was like, it wasn't Moana, but it was one of those new.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
He or she was in that costume with the head on and everything. Holy cow, that had to be hot. Just saying.
Disney was projecting 60 to 65 million for its debut in North American theaters. It appears they fell short of that. So, real quick on the Boilermaker runners, all I saw, and I try to look at the screen with the names and then some of the runners. For instance, like I saw, just happened to catch when I looked up Tim Reed. So I announced it as past Boilermaker president Tim Reed. He ran the 5K. A lot of times I'll see people in character. The only characters I saw were, who was the basketball coach we had on from Clinton? Why can't I think of his name? Mike Haydick.
Yep.
He was there.
I saw them yesterday as well.
He was one of the cans of beer. So you had a Utica Club. There was a Utica Club Light and then Weekend Warrior.
Oh, he was one of the cans of beer.
Yeah.
That can't be easy either, but he's in really good shape.
It cannot.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I didn't see too many characters, and I was trying to look out for him. So,
there was a character on the stage running around dancing while I was singing, and his picture's up on our WIBX Facebook page. We're trying to figure out who he is.
Here's your Weather Center forecast.
We call him Pinky Tuscadero.
All right, this beautiful run will continue. How about numbers in the 40s yesterday morning? Now, we're not quite there this morning, even in the northern Adirondacks, but the sky's clear. It's actually very nice this afternoon, sunny, and nice is a good word for it. Upper 80s, tonight mainly clear, mid-60s, and here comes the heat tomorrow. Sunny near 95 with a gusty breeze. Wednesday, sunshine 90. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
We're up to 69 degrees with some sunshine.
A couple of comments that I want to squeeze in here as well. And then we'll get into the school board issue after the break. I think Trump got deluded by the easy capture in Venezuela and change of government and thought the same would happen in Iran. The military told him this would not be easy. Except I'm assuming his lapdog, Pistol Pete Hegseth, probably didn't tell him that. And then on FIFA, Mike says, while it likely wouldn't happen, a FIFA final of England versus France would be wild because of their historical rivalries, the history between England and France. And the guy dancing on stage, they did a movie about him, Pretty in Pink. There you go.
Okay.
From Mike here this morning. Want to tell you about flooring if you're wondering and you need flooring. I got to say, there's nothing better than in Sarah's Flooring Outlet. Reason number one, they have the area's largest inventory in stock, plenty to choose from. Reason number two, and Sarah's offers the best quality floor covering. Top name brands like Shaw, Mohawk, Coratec, Mannington, Target. That's just a few. Number three, and Sarah's will meet or beat all advertised pricing. So if somebody's advertising something, and Sarah's will meet or beat the price. Number four, it's the service. Decades of experience. You get unbeatable service at Sarah's Flooring Outlet. And remember, 6 months interest-free financing for qualified buyers. Sarah's Flooring Outlet, unrivaled service experience, all at an affordable price. And now you see why more people buy from the big store, Route 49 Plaza, River Road, Marcy, and insarahsflooringoutlet.com. The Hobica School Board, Spence, the rest of the school board members, this controversy, and a potential lawsuit. Coming up next, we'll talk about it.
Hurt in a car, call William Mattar, 315-444-4444.
The
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. You can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. France is currently trading at over 16% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out $590 if they win soccer's biggest prize. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. No house, no odds makers. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code TURF to get $10 when you trade $10. KALSHI. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
The summer sale is on at Mattress Express. Get a king for the price of a queen for the price of a full, and a full for the price of a twin. Ask how to get upgraded to an adjustable base for free. Go to mattressexpressny.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's America's birthday, and we're celebrating all month long. Hi, it's Phoebe from the Good Feet store. This July, celebrate freedom from foot, knee, hip, and back pain with custom fit arch supports that are proudly made in the USA. Whether you're grilling, golfing, or chasing the grandkids, you deserve comfort this summer. Because no birthday celebration's complete without presents, get a free gift on us when you stop into the Good Feet store all month long. Feeling your best is something worth celebrating. Visit us today in New Hartford on Commercial Drive.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
We'll start off this segment on the Utica School Board. You want to pipe in? 315-736-0186. So, Larry. Hello, Larry. Larry says, why is Hobica quiet on this? Usually he comes on the radio flapping his gums. I'm sorry. Flapping, yeah. It would be flapping, but Larry said flabbing his gums. The reality is, and this isn't a Hobica thing, anytime the word lawsuit comes up, you will immediately get a situation where the party being sued, the school district or the municipality or what have you, mum will be the word at that point.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's just a fact.
Yeah.
And it's on attorney advice. You've got a pending lawsuit. The last thing you want is your client out there in the media talking and making things worse.
So we have a statement here from the Utica School Board, Utica City School District.
A written statement sounds more like it.
This came out
probably
on Friday.
Approved by the attorney.
The Utica School District Board of Education categorically denies Dr. Christopher Spence's allegations of discrimination and retaliation. The account presented by Dr. Spence and his attorney does not accurately reflect either the history of his employment relationship with the board or the events leading up to his current leave of absence. I believe he's currently scheduled to be on leave of absence through July 31st. All right, and I'll continue here. Quote, the board documented concerns regarding Dr.
Which, by the way, the leave of absence he took.
Correct.
Yeah. In the beginning, it looked like they placed him on leave, and that's not what happened.
Quote, the board have documented concerns regarding Dr. Spence's job performance before he raised allegations of discrimination and retaliation. Those concerns were communicated to Dr. Spence through the district's evaluation and counseling processes, together with specific feedback intended to support improvement. It continues in 2025 after receiving...
Can I just interrupt? That's telling me there's a question about his performance.
In 2020,
I mean, specifically, that's what they're saying. And then they use the word improvement, which they were expecting. So this sounds like a job performance issue, at least what the district is saying.
After receiving an employment evaluation, he was dissatisfied, and learning that he was receiving a counseling memorandum, Dr. Spence first presented vague internal allegations of discrimination and retaliation. The board appointed an independent investigator to review the allegations. Dr. Spence refused to cooperate with that investigation. In 2026, following additional documented performance concerns and the issuance of another counseling memorandum, The district was advised by Dr. Spence's attorney that complaints had been filed with the New York State Division of Human Rights. Dr. Spence has never provided the district with a copy of his Division of Human Rights complaint, and the district cannot respond with specifics to allegations that have not been presented to it. The board can confirm Dr. Spence's statement that it has initiated disciplinary proceedings in accordance with Dr. Spence's employment contract and believes the evidence supporting those proceedings is compelling. The district will address these matters through the appropriate legal and administrative processes.
So they're looking to get rid of him. He's saying he's coming back on the 31st.
Well, the statement, Cully during the break read me part of the statement that said, "I continue to be committed to the students and families and children of the district." So Cully was saying to him,
well, that doesn't mean that.
Cully was saying to him, if he's saying I continue to be, means he will be coming back.
Go ahead and read it, man.
I can do ASMR too. I remain committed to the students, families, and employees of the Utica School District and look forward to returning to my duties as superintendent.
There you go.
Well, that doesn't mean July 31st, though.
Yes, it does. That's when his leave
I understand that.
That's when his leave's over.
Well, now, if they're looking at disciplinary action, and does that mean getting rid of him?
That's a longer
he's
process.
Saying, I want to come back.
There is a statement here from, and this is a story via the Rome Sentinel.
Does it say there? Does the statement from the district say they're looking to get rid of him or pursue disciplinary?
It says the board can confirm Dr. Spence's statement that it has initiated disciplinary proceedings in accordance with Dr. Spence's employment contract and believes the evidence supporting those proceedings is compelling.
So we can read through the
however,
the words there as well. But they're not saying they're looking to dismiss him. However, probably that's what it is.
BOCES has to be involved too, correct? I believe Herkimer. Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think so, but usually they'll utilize BOCES for things like this.
It says.
And a search.
Whatever. And a story from the Sentinel, Daily Sentinel, Rome Sentinel. Let's see here. This is a quote from Nathaniel Kuzma, a partner at Lippies Matthias LLP in Buffalo. That's the law firm representing Dr. Spence. Since assuming his duties as superintendent of the Utica City School District in August 2024, Dr. Christopher Spence has been subjected to a pattern of discriminatory and retaliatory conduct. We see that word again. Okay, here's the specific thing I wanted to mention. Kuzma said among the most troubling incidents in a statement allegedly made by school board member James Paul to Spence, apparently acknowledging that the board's treatment of Spence was due to the fact that he is, quote, an educated black man, end quote. A recording of that conversation was provided to the Daily Sentinel by Kuzma. This statement, quote, this statement raises serious concerns regarding discriminatory motives underlying the board's actions toward Spence. So I find it interesting that that's a recorded conversation. I wonder if board member James Paul knew he was being recorded. Well, I get whether
you don't have to.
You don't have to. No,
right,
but it's curious to me.
And James Paul is the African American on the school board, right? I believe
there's one.
I think there's only one.
Okay, so James Paul allegedly made that statement. Apparently, there was. The Sentinel says a recording of that conversation was provided to the Daily Sentinel. Finally, by June 2026, the ongoing retaliation and hostility had become so severe, Spence requested a leave of absence in an effort to preserve his well-being and allow an opportunity for the situation to de-escalate.
Diffuse, yeah.
Okay, interesting. We'll see. Now,
we'll see what happens here.
I have talked to Joe about coming on, and because I knew what the answer would be, there's no way he's coming on. However, we asked, and when the time comes, I am told he will come on the air. All right, we had anything else further on this we want to go with?
No.
It'll be interesting to see how this proceeds. It is also interesting that they had an independent investigator, and that he would not participate in that. And maybe that was on the advice of his attorney. Who knows? Yeah. Okay, at the Boilermaker on yesterday, I had the unbelievable opportunity to sing a song with Showtime. And it was really cool. And the band is amazing. And I had a blast. And it was the song Taking Care of Business by BTO. During that time, there was a kid that came up on the stage and started dancing all crazy like. Quite limber, this kid was. He was holding on to his...
Very nimble.
Nimble
Yeah.
Is a good way to put it. Nonetheless, I thought he was with the band. The band thought he was with me. He's been nicknamed Pinky, or Pinky Tuscadero. Who is this kid? One of the people that I saw yesterday at the Boilermaker was Luke Radel. Luke is someone that you see on WKTV from time to time. He has done some stuff with us here as well. He's done things on YouTube. Actually, back when he was in high school, he had his own news program on YouTube. Luke is on the air right now. Good morning, Luke.
Good morning, Bill, and great to hear your voice again this morning. I hope you'll give us a reprise of the song. I was listening to you playing clips before, but maybe you sing it live.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get right to that. Yep, I'm going to get on it. So. Yes. So what do we know about
a reprieve? Did he say? So he doesn't want.
So the reprieve would be the opposite of that.
Okay.
Yes.
So to answer the question,
please
he was not
stop.
with
Is
the
what you're
band.
saying. Go ahead.
Well, no, the reprise with an S, not a V.
With an S. Okay.
So the answer to your question is was he with the band? Was he with you? The answer is neither.
Neither.
He was with me. He was with a group of our friends from New Hartford High School. I feel as though Pinky is such a good nickname, and since we're trying to get him on the show, I should leave him a mystery for now.
Okay.
And maybe we'll get him on tomorrow. Give you a reason to get folks to tune in tomorrow. Hopefully, get you a little extra listenership.
Well, we needed it. It's really been bad lately. I mean, we're losing. Not really.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
terrible.
what I've heard.
It's terrible.
Grapevine.
Okay, so you're saying that we'll get the kid to come on the air tomorrow.
I've reached out. I'll be honest, and this might not surprise you. I doubt that he's up at this hour. This is a little early. Keeler in the morning is a little early for him.
A little early, yes, I would expect.
He is a great kid. I've known him since preschool. We played basketball together in the Hartford Basketball League. And I'll just note, since there was some commentary about alcohol, and obviously there's free beer at the brewery, I can confirm without a shadow of a doubt that he would have done that completely sober. That is just the personality.
So it's not this is by no means incentivized by an alcoholic beverage.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
What year did you graduate New Hartford High School?
I graduated 2022, Jeff.
Oh,
that's
Cully. It's Cully.
But
I don't really
it's
work
good to
here,
be young.
so that's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I forgot your mic's still on.
I know. That's
it's
not
going
bad.
off soon.
All right. So I look forward to hearing from him tomorrow. We can get his we can get his take on the moment. I must say he can move. Boy, he's got some moves.
He's got some moves. I will connect you to. He's got a great head of hair as well, which I'll note just here because he's such a good friend.
I'm VSF.
That he was he had shaved his head during when I was going through my chemotherapy treatment. So really good guy. Big fan of Pinky. So
for those who might not know, Luke went through cancer while he was in high school, and in fact we had a chance to see you ring the bell when you went into remission out in Syracuse.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yep.
Much appreciated. All
right. I anticipate tomorrow. Work with Davey or text me. Let me know what's up, and we'll work it out.
Thanks, Bill.
If by the way, if Luke, you're able to wake him up in the morning, therein lies the question. Okay. Thank you, Luke.
Was I on the stage yesterday? What?
If that's his answer, dancing. What are you talking about?
He's not a morning person.
Dancing. He lost a bet. That's where the pink came from, I think. Maybe. He was in very bright
He wanted
pink.
to stand out.
He certainly did. Right now, at Steve Ponte Mazda, save on a new Mazda lease or enjoy 0.9% APR financing on a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 with 1.9% on CX-50 hybrids. 0.9% on new 2026 Mazda CX-70, CX-90, and 0% on PHEV models. 2.9% on the new 2026 Mazda CX-30 and CX-5. See Rick or Wyatt or anybody at the dealership for details. Wow. And as Rick says, let's make your deal on a new Mazda, where it's always easy to do business. Steep Pawnee Mazda, Commercial Drive in Yorkville. And I'll have a couple more here for you. I got to tell you, after the Boilermaker, the Falcon Clinic might be an idea. The OMT that Dr. Zielinski does, that osteopathic manipulation treatment, is really quite amazing and could assist you if you're dealing with some pain after running the Boilermaker. Reach out today by calling the Falcon Clinic at 315-507-4751. It's the Falcon Clinic. Dr. Kosminski, acupuncture. Dr. Cheryl Mattern, accepting new patients right now, along with Dr. Zielinski and Dr. Shemaleski, a new physician's assistant coming and joining the team, all under one umbrella, the Falcon Clinic in Washington Mills and Manassas.
Oh, what's going on? Is my headphones were cutting out here? I thought it was us cutting out. Okay. What do you want? A comment here from Doug. He says, I don't know why Bill can't identify him by his runner number on his shorts.
I guess you probably could do that.
Yeah,
I'd have to look.
Can you make clear from what number that is on the bib?
Does it show?
It looked to me from the photo that you sent yesterday that he did have a bib on his shorts, but I don't know if you can read the number.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can actually read the
number. His number is something 769. That would be a way to figure out who he is. You're right.
So, speaking of bibs,
okay, here's his bib number, 3769. Go to the OD. They don't do that anymore. We got to find it. Maybe they have it. Check the Boilermaker website. Davey, 3769 is his bib number. Great idea, Doug.
Yeah. I said good point, but I don't know if Bill saw the number on the bib. But you can make it out right there?
Oh, clear as
Was
day.
he a 5K or a 15K?
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Because I think the 5K runners have a 5-digit number, maybe.
All right, his is 3769. Clear as day, right there.
Speaking of the bib number, and so this is, I believe, what happened yesterday.
You getting anywhere, Davey? Is it by?
He's looking.
Davey's looking it up.
So
what a sleuth, that Doug.
This was something that made me laugh yesterday. I can't remember the woman's name off the top of my head, but I believe she ran the 5K. I was putting this together as it was happening because her name kept popping up, and Phil Stewart must have announced her crossing the finish line 3 to 5 times. I'm telling you. He must have done it 4 or 5 times. So I think she ran the 5K and then went back to spectate and cheer on other runners, but she was right by the mat that tracks your chip.
Oh, so she kept popping up.
I mean, I saw her name probably 20 times, and I think she was just either walking back and forth or even just, you're cheering, you take a couple steps forward, then you step back, maybe you take a sip of water. Yeah. But her name, I believe it was Elizabeth, her name kept popping up on the screen, and the only reason I knew that she wasn't running currently was because a lot of the numbers popping up, especially this was early on in the race, Phil was still with me.
Yeah.
So a lot of the numbers are 48. They're 2-digit and 3-digit numbers, meaning they're the elite level runners, and her number was a 5-digit number. But I must have saw her, and there was a young man as well, James, I can't remember his last name. Their names must have popped up 30 times on my list.
That's funny. Phil is a legend. Davey has come up with the name of Pinky.
Andrew Durr from New Hartford.
Andrew Durr. D-E-R-R?
D-U-R-R.
Andrew Durr. Clearly not with Showtime. And wasn't with us. So there he is. And the one thing, that was so, I don't know why I didn't think of it. It was right there, clear as day. 3769.
The info fits that he would have been a recent graduate and had gone to New Hartford and his friends
with Lou Cradle. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. As far as we're concerned, it's unofficial, but we believe that is the kid. The dancer. The Good Feet store might be another option for you if you're looking to go ahead.
Just quickly, I can tell you he's good. I don't know if this is track or cross country, but I believe he might have a Section 3 championship to his name.
Really?
As a team member, yeah.
How did he finish?
3,000 something.
Oh.
What was his time?
You don't have the time.
I don't have the time.
Okay. All right. The Good Feet Store, if you're having problems with your feet today after the Boilermaker, maybe it's time for a free fitting and test walk. No appointment needed. You can walk right into the Good Feet Store with no obligation. And these are inserts that go into your shoes, your current shoes, or you can get new shoes. It's the Good Feet Store. You can check them out at 4630 Commercial Drive in New Hartford. Call them today at 315-999-3910. People swear by it. I use them as well, and it does help. The Good Feet Store in New Hartford.
And you're throwing it to me.
Oh, I'm seeing you laugh like you're reading through
well,
this.
I think you found him on social media, right?
Oh, yeah.
I found him on social media, and he's like, "Is that him?" I don't know. I never saw his face. I was never close enough to see his face.
Oh yeah, that's him. I saw his face. Let me see. I saw his face.
You were right next to him.
His face was like right in my face. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's hard. He's got a hat on there, but looks pretty good, pretty close. The drama continues tomorrow.
We'll find out tomorrow, right?
Enjoy your day.
WIBX Utica Road, W295 From the WB Payne Insurance Studios, your news talk leader since 1925. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now the latest from Fox News.
Remembering Senator Lindsey Graham. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
We lost a great man. He was a great man. He was a great politician.
President Trump just paid tribute to the late Republican who died suddenly Saturday night, telling Fox and Friends.
He was a kind man. And you know who really lost? Israel, Ukraine, a lot of countries that he really fought for.
Senator Graham died the day after returning from Ukraine, where he was working on tougher sanctions on Russia, trying to end the war. President Volodymyr Zelensky posted on X that Graham was a true defender of freedom. The Washington, D.C. Medical Examiner reports a preliminary cause of death for the 71-year-old senator was a tear in the aorta as a result of cardiovascular disease. Now, the late senator was running for re-election, so now what?
South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster will appoint someone to fill Senator Graham's seat for the remainder of his term. President Trump has said he has someone in mind, but would wait a bit before saying who it is. This is separate from the special election that will take place likely August 11th to find who will replace Graham as a Republican nominee for Senate. He had won his June primary.
That's Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. Back to